Okay, what's going on, family? What's going on? Just give me a second. Let's see. All right. All right. What's going on, family? What's going on? It's your brother DivineProspect, Kingdom Harbinger Ministries. I'm gonna give a few minutes for y'all to come on in. All right, please share this link everywhere. If you have Christian family members that is in the middle of getting together for Christmas Eve, waiting for 24 minutes before it hits midnight so the kids can wake up and go and grab those gifts under the tree, make sure you share this link with them so they can play this while Christmas is underway. Okay. All right. Let them know it's educational. Okay. There's no ad hominems, no name calling, no nothing like that. Just want to give you all the truth. Okay. Sometimes it can be a tough pill to swallow, but it is what it is. Okay. Also, if you know any Christians or anybody in here that's joining the show that wants to defend Christmas and Christmas tradition, Christmas being on December 25th and so forth, bring them all in. All right. So anybody in here that is watching that disagrees with anything that's being said, we will be able to open the panel up towards the end. You can jump on in and have a dialogue. All right. We have no problem with that. All right. As you're coming on in, family, let's do some housekeeping. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up as you're coming on in. Make sure you share this video everywhere. If you have Christian brothers, sisters, parents, family members, cousins, co-workers, share this video everywhere and make sure that they're watching this as they're unwrapping their presents. Okay. All right. So next thing I want to say is shout out to everybody who signed up for our Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/DivineProspect. It's scrolling across the screen. We are almost hitting our goal of 300 patrons. So I want to thank all of our patrons out there for investing in this ministry. Everybody's been telling me that they love all the content and stuff that you can get from the patron, right? Once we hit 300, we're going to have a cashback giveaway. Once we hit 300, all right? On tonight, some of y'all may be in the spirit to receive gifts. So we have some giveaways here as well. So rock with us. We got an Amazon gift card and some t-shirts we want to give away on tonight. Okay, so you guys who are Christians in here won't feel left out, but just make sure you wear some of these shirts that we got. All right, make sure you wear them to church. All right, so we have some gifts that we're giving out for some of the Christians in here. All right, we have this one right here, the Living the Rest Life t-shirt. All right, make sure you wear this on Sunday and take a picture with your pastor in it. And if you do so, we'll give you $50. All right, we'll be sure to give you $50. All right. Let me see what else. We got a couple other shirts we got over here. All right, we got this one over here, this Culture Community Autonomy. All right, with the logo on the back. This is a giveaway as well. All right, we have two other shirts over here that we're giving away. Okay, we got this one over here. This one is our have a purpose, make a plan, protest it and perform it, cross out emotion, react, ride, and repeat. All right, so we got this one on board. Somebody's interested. All right, and we got this red shirt over here. This is our Death to Dogma shirt. Okay, and again, on this shirt, you see right there, we have the definition of dogma. All right, with the logo down at the bottom. All right, so we got some of these t-shirts. If y'all are interested in t-shirts, mostly for the Christians out there watching. All right, so we got this. And we also have the gift card giveaway. Now, the only way that you can get the gift card giveaway is if you have the app. You must have the app. All right, this is what the app looks like. You must have the app. If you have the app on your phone, you're going to receive a push notification as we proceed through this session. And based on what the question is there, you give the answer here in the chat. And whoever's the first person to answer the question based on the push notification they received from the app will win the Amazon gift card. All right. It costs you nothing to get the app. The app is completely free. All right. So first and foremost, let me go ahead and show y'all the app. If y'all trying to get an idea of where to get the app from, how do I get this app? All right, I show this all the time on the show. So I want to make sure you guys know where to go to get the app. Okay, so first off, we have here, for those of you who have Android, if you have Android, you're going to go to your Google Play Store and you're going to type in My One Church app. My One Church app. Okay, you're going to click download and install. Once it's installed, you're going to click on the icon to open it up. It's going to ask you for a zip code. You're going to type 30064. You'll also see it scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. Hit enter. You're going to see Kingdom Harbinger Ministries pop up in all its glory. Click onto it, and it'll bring you right into our app. This is the gateway that launches you into our custom app. Okay. And then once you have the app, throughout this session, we're going to do a push notification with a question. I'll let you know when I'm sending it out, and the first person to answer it will get the Amazon gift card. Now, as far as these t-shirts that we have here, I'm going to tell you what gender they are and what size they are. And if you're interested in it and you want it, let me know. But what we need, family, is to help us to push towards our target. And our target is to get our 300 patrons before the end of the year, so we can make all the haters mad when people see how much support that KHM is getting. And as well, this opens up some perks that we get with Patreon themselves, because they see this platform is growing, exponentially. And it opened up doors for us to get into some more insider information, more assistance and stuff like that. So you guys are helping us with tons of things that we're doing, right? And we greatly appreciate that. All right. So this is if you have Google Play on your Android phone, you're going to go here to My One Church app, click and download it, install it. When you launch it, type in the zip code 30064, hit enter, and you're going to see it pop up. All right. Now, if you have the Apple or you have Apple App Store, you're going to go here. Let me show it to you what it looks like in the Apple App Store. Right. Right. And this is what it looks like. Let me show it on the screen for y'all to see. There we go. All right. This is what it looks like. If you have the Apple App Store, if you have an iPhone, you're going to go here. You're going to type in the same thing, My One Church app. Click to install. Once it's installed, launch it. And you're going to type in the zip code field 30064. All right. So we want to make sure everybody has the app on this evening. All right. If those of you who are interested in joining us at KHM, you'll see a button on there that says membership. Click on that to join it. We also have groups who are building out different departments in our organization. If you want to sign up for one of those groups, you can do so as well. You can also get through the Patreon. Once you have the app, if you want to sign up for the Patreon while you're on the session, you can do so on the home screen by pressing the Patreon button. It'll launch a Patreon site within the app, and you can log in and sign in there. All right. Any resources or anything that we show here on the show, we will put them on the Patreon. All right. So just bear with us. We'll get them up on the Patreon, or you could just email us and we can send it to you via email request as well. All right. But yes, we want to do an Amazon gift card giveaway on tonight for all those who have taken the time to get the app. And we also want to give out some shirts to y'all if you can fit these sizes. And if this is the type of shirts you want, we can give them out today. Would love to give it to a Christian on today, especially the living the rest life. And like I said, we have a snapshot challenge. That means we want you to take a picture of living the rest life on Sunday. All right, possibly or preferably this upcoming Sunday or next Sunday, probably next Sunday, because we won't be able to ship it out to you this Sunday. And take a selfie with your pastor with the shirt on right after service is over, and we'll send you a $50 gift card. All right, from Amazon. All right. Okay. All right. So again, family, hit the thumbs up as you're coming in. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you share this video. Get the word out everywhere. All right. And again, don't forget to sign into our Patreon. Sign into our Patreon so we can continue to make the haters mad. All right. When people see everybody supporting KHM and that we're growing exponentially, they just don't understand how this is possible. It's possible because we got real ones here in the chat that support what's going on here. All right, 15 minutes to Christmas, family. 15 minutes to Christmas. We're going to make sure we keep the countdown. All right. Throw on the screen real quick so you can see this here is our Patreon page. All right. And these are some of the stuff that we have on here. We have showed this before. I got some more stuff to put on between tonight and Sunday. I'm going to put several more sources on here, especially we have one for Christmas on here, too. I think we posted that a while ago, last year. But we got 2 resources on here for Christmas as well. We're going to share some new stuff on tonight just to make sure people are thoroughly educated as it pertains to what's going on with the so-called holiday. All right. It's actually tomorrow's actually a Sabbath for the secular realm. All right. So when they don't think, oh, it's not a holiday. Yeah, it's a holiday. It's a Sabbath. You got off from work. Yeah. So it's a Sabbath. And no work on that day. Stores are closed on that day. It's a Sabbath. It's a high Sabbath. All right. All right. So let's go and get it popping. All right, family. Again, all the contact information is below. If you want to support this ministry, you can also do so below. We have our Cash App up there. We have our Patreon up there. All right. Also, the PayPal information is in the description below as well. If anybody in here needs anything and we can assist, please email us at kingdomharbinger@gmail.com. We are a ministry here to serve the people. All right. If you guys want to get in contact with us, you can give us a call at 678-430-3832. That's 678-430-3832. Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Okay. All right, family. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we do, you know what we do. We go ahead and we give out some shout outs. Let's see who's up here in the building. Make sure you guys hit 1. Also, let me know that the audio and video is on point. Hit 1 to let me know if the audio and video is on point. If not, I'll make the necessary adjustments to make sure that you guys can see this loud and clear. All right. So who's in here? What do we got? Our brother Benjamin Direwolf, Gen 4927 in the building. What's going on? Judah Supreme, Shalom, Angie Love, Yah, Matayahu, Ben Israel, Big Man in the building, 3D Sounds, Get Wise, Melanated King, Yesha Moore, John and Dorsey, Jeff Tonka, Coco G in the building, Drano Yisrael, Shalom, Michael Cole, Eric Tinsley, Elcom Barlow, Tony Israel Judah. What's going on? Zena M, Sin Kyle TV, Yvette Powell, what's going on? Eric Tinsley, G Brown, Torio TMH, Ya Asantawa, daughter of Zion, Roland R. Walker, Latoya Robert, Shalom, Gatherer of Nations, I am Sister Hadashah, what's going on? Ken Lewis, what's up? Ice You Cold, Mike AFYFE 3333. Game AMPME, Rodney Frederick, what's going on? Dimitri Elder, Noelia, Jetson Silencio in the building, Ayasha Kwam, William Smithers or Smithers, hopefully I'm saying that right. Let's see, Son of Yah Dre, what's going on? Main Man, what's going on? What's going on? Seth M in the building, Oneness, what's going on? Zachariah, John, Yuda 77. All right, let's see. Who else? Is that everybody? I want to make sure I get everybody in the building. Kayvon S. Jesus is Lord. Oh, Jesus is Lord is in the building. Okay. All right. So look, he said, Christmas is a pagan holiday. Merry Christmas. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Ezra in the building. His beautiful truth. Shalom. All right. I know a lot of y'all probably got tomorrow off from work. So it's good that we can stay up late on Christmas Eve, quote unquote, and build. And all the people that I see that are absent from here, I'm going to assume that you are celebrating Christmas right now. And that's okay. All right. You're going to catch this on the replay. All right. Shout out to Tyrell Reed in the building. Panther Denor. What's going on? Larry, Yernyahu Yahuda in the building. What's going on? Trey G9 Deuce. What's going on? Yes, we are just starting. All right. We are just starting. Fix 411. 1000. What's up? All right, Edwin Owens in the building. All right, cool. All right, y'all. All right, cool. All right, we got the family up in the building. About to get it popping. All right, All right, so I told y'all on Tuesday when I went in on Tuesday, I got very scholarly with y'all and did textual criticism. Went into the language a little bit. Went into customs and culture and mindsets and all of that. We went in Tuesday. Tuesday was a great show. It had a lot of information, I know, but if you rewind it and take your time to go through it, trust me, it's very eye-opening. All right, very eye-opening. And I thank everybody for rocking with us on Tuesday as we laid that information down. It was heavy. A lot of people hit me up about it, so I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. And again, if you want any of the sources, highlight me, let me know. Shout out to Aki DB in the building. What's going on? Mr. Black Culture, A. Jones Media, Deborah M, prayersgiftsupply.com, Sharon Hammonds in the building, Yawasop, Son of Light. What's going on? All right. Okay, family. All right, come on in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're brand new. Hit that bell notification. Hit all. And make sure you go back and check out the archives. You're going to be off. You have a 4-day weekend. You got time to watch the material that we got on this channel to enlighten you with tons of other stuff that we have on here. All right. Son of Yadre says Santa fitting and get these hands right. And make sure Santa Claus is coming down your chimney with a face mask and gloves on. All right. And if he is coming down the chimney with face mask and gloves, assume it's a robber and take his behind out. All right. Now, some of y'all may have children, you're Christians watching this. It's okay. I'm just saying, you know, this is COVID season. All right. You shouldn't have no man coming down your chimney during COVID season, touching everything in your house, touching your Christmas tree, touching the gifts and all of that, eating milk and cookies. All right. Leaving the saliva all over this place, his grubby hands everywhere and spreading COVID and killing your family. All right. So what's going to happen is you're going to see the COVID death rate rise because Santa's coming down people's chimney and spreading coronavirus to everybody. All right. Get him up out of here. Shout out to Born Eternal Lord Allah in the building. What's going on? Jay Lockhart 25. What's popping? What's going on? All right. So make sure you get Santa up out of here, man. All right. Hey, I'm just saying, coronavirus season, COVID-19 season. All right. Santa can't come down the chimney. All right. Somebody says, well, what if Santa's bringing vaccines down the chimney? Then you really need to take his behind out. All right. But anyway. Oh, okay. All right. Let me know if some of y'all Christians out there, you're going to have some vaccines that you got tucked in your Christmas tree, wrapped up really good. You're going to be shooting yourselves up with that mRNA vaccine by Pfizer. All right. And Merck in them. So maybe some of y'all going to give some gift giveaways at work. Maybe you had a potluck at work today. Since it's the last day before Christmas. Your Sabbath. Yeah, that's your Sabbath. That's your high Sabbath. It's your holiday or your set apart day. All right. I'll make sure that I'm purposely working on that day because it's not a set apart day for me. All right. We know we keep the Sabbath. All right. Oh, yeah, definitely. Ice you cold. Make sure you have that temperature gun. Make sure when Santa come down the chimney, you make sure you zap his behind. Make sure you understand, yo, Santa, before you touch anything, my man, we got to give you a temperature check. All right. Make sure we see what you got in that bag because you can have something in that bag. You could take us all out, Santa. You know what I'm saying? So we don't trust Santa. All right. Cancel Santa. Cancel Christmas, cancel all that. Now, why do I say cancel that? Well, I'm saying cancel this to the individuals that say that Christmas leads to Jesus and Jesus is the reason for the season. You know, sometimes people get in on Israelites because they say to Israelites, well, you know, Christmas is this and Christmas is that. Make all these excuses for Christmas. And sometimes I hear Christians say about Israelites, oh, you guys don't go into the church fathers. Well, we're going to go into the church fathers today. We're going to deal with the church fathers. You know, we don't leave no stone unturned here. We turn over every stone, reveal everything what it is, and we put out that information. That's all we do. We're doing in love. Shout out to Leon Farlow in the building. Say KHM stand up. KHM stand up, man. All right. KHM said, how many of y'all getting vaccines for Christmas? Somebody give you a gift card to Walgreens or CVS so you can go get that vaccine. Oh, it's free too. Yes. All right. Anyway, so some people say that, oh, you guys don't go into the church. We're going to deal with the church fathers today. We're going to go to Saturnalia today. All right. I'll show y'all the hybridization of this so-called holiday. Last year, we went in on Christmas. We went on the mistletoe, show you everything about the botany behind it and everything, all that represented. We went in. Okay. We're not going to give you the regular Jeremiah 10 because some people say, oh, that's taking it out of context. We're going to leave Jeremiah 10 out for tonight. We're going to leave that. We don't need that to prove this. All right, Christians, we're going to show you that the church fathers, the anti-Nicene church fathers, did not celebrate Christmas. And within the first 200 years after Yeshua died, nobody was celebrating no Christmas. So think about this. If the earliest disciples turned into apostles and they had disciples for 200 years, nobody talked about Jesus being born on the 25th, and nobody talked about celebrating the birth of Christ because they believed that to be a pagan. marker. Interesting, but Jesus is the reason for the season. Keep telling me that. Shout out to Houston Rebirth Tribe in the building. Consuelo F. Royal Gem. What's going on? What's going on? And you don't have no pastry white Jesus born on December 25th. Sorry to tell you that. And no manger looking crazy. And then from there going to Egypt trying to hide out amongst dark-skinned people. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. I'm just keeping it a buck. If you want to keep Christmas after this, it's totally on you. Hey, I'm not the judge. I'm just bringing out the information. All right. Big Lewis said, I told my family we shouldn't be celebrating Christmas, and they got upset. Listen, you ain't got to tell them they ain't got to celebrate Christmas. Just send facts to them. Just send facts. Just throw facts at them. You know, there's Christians in this urban apologist community that has a whole diatribe about defending Christmas. How can you do that? How can you do that? When the church fathers, well, okay, we're going to get into the patristic sources in a second. All right, we're going to pull out a little bit of patristic sources so you guys can see what's going on here. And then we're going to go into the etymology of the word Christ Mass. And we're going to build on that a little bit. We're going to touch on a little bit of Saturnalia, and you make the decision yourself on what this thing is. All right, we're going to touch a little bit about the Puritans and how the Puritans did not deal with Christmas because it reminded them of Saturnalia. Somebody got that memo. I know a couple of y'all all did. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button on your way in. All right. On your way out, make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Make sure you share this video everywhere. Again, family and friends that you know that are celebrating Christmas, that's fine. Just shoot them the video and let it play in the background. You know, a little bit of ambience while they're opening their gifts. All right. All right. And it's 12 o'clock. So hopefully Santa is out of everybody's house by now. You got 3 minutes, Santa. Santa, if you're watching this, Santa, you got 3 minutes, 2 minutes now, Eastern Standard Time. You got a little bit of time if you're working your way from East Coast to West Coast, Santa. All right. But make sure you're not spreading out COVID. All right. Do not spread COVID to nobody, Santa. Right. The death rate is going to go up, not because people are gathering inside, because Santa Claus is coming into town. All right. We're about to get it in, family. We're about to get it in. Just give me a second. All right. We're going to turn up a little bit. All right. All right. Well, yeah. Elder Mike is welcome in here, man. All right. Talisha Claiborne, what's going on, sis? She says, I'm here on Divine's platform at the stroke of midnight. Praise the Most High that you are here. Ellen Collins says, all praise to the Most High. Shalom, Divine and family, peace and love. What's going on? Peace and love. Peace and love. All right. Okay. All right. All right, fam. Let's go ahead and get it in, man. Let's get it in. All right. Santa Claus is coming to town. I was going to play some Christmas carols for y'all, but I kind of changed my mind. That spirit of Christmas almost got on me, family. I almost got on me. I was about to play the Temptations, man. I was about to play some Jackson 5. Matter of fact, Chance the Rapper just released a holiday album. I was going to play some Chance the Rapper. Shalom, Jasleen Berry in the building. What's going on? What's going on? We having some fun, family. You gotta have fun with this, man. You can't be too serious, man. You can't be too serious. Shout out to Judine TV in the building. What's going on, man? DP, you off the list for Christmas gifts. Yeah, I know. It's okay. We got gifts we're giving out too. Make sure you guys get the app. Make sure you get the app. We're going to give away an Amazon gift card on tonight. And we got some free t-shirts that we're going to give away as well. And if you guys help us hit the 300 Patreons on Patreon, then we're going to give a gift card. No, cash. We're doing a gift card today. We're going to do cash. We're going to do a cash giveaway on our Patreon. If you help us to hit our 300 mark, we need 6 more patrons. Anybody here who signed up for Patreon, tell the people how much you're loving the Patreon, what they're missing out on. Remember, when we do the KHM Holistic Research Paradigm for Bible study classes, if you're a $20 or more Patreon, you get the course at no cost. However, if you're outside of the Patreon, then it's $40 a month for the classes. You get 4 classes, one on Tuesday from 5 to 7, one on Thursday from 10 to 12. And then it alternates. One on Tuesday from 10 to 12, one on Thursday from 5 to 7. You get 4 classes in 1 month. All right. It breaks down to about $10 per class. I'm going to give you all the tools the methodology, the resources, so you can do the in-depth study that we do here at KHM. All right. It's invaluable. Stuff like this, people pay thousands of dollars to go to college for. We're just giving it to you for $40 a pop, or if you pledge $20 a month on Patreon, you get it at no additional cost. If some of you out there complaining about why should we invest in this ministry, well, we can go down a resume if you want about all the free services and things we do for the community, if that makes you feel any better. And if you don't, that's fine. YouTube is free. Go back and rewind. We got almost 400 videos on this channel. There you go. Eat it up. All right. But again, we appreciate everybody for doing this. You know, again, we have tons of books and more. Shout out to my brother, Semper Reformata, Soldier of Christ in the building. That's my Christian brother right there. Good peoples. Make sure you go and subscribe to that brother's channel. He's very objective as a Christian. You see this? Look, I ain't biased. I'm not hating. If there's Christians or Muslim, anybody here that has some good content on their channel, I'll give them a shout out. Stand on your square. Do your thing, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's all good. All right, here we go. Oh, Leon Farlow, thank you for the milestone. He says, Christmas service is in progress. All right. So we should be getting more people coming up in here, because more people are coming on here, turning on their new phones, their new tablets, all right, setting up for their kids. And more with thumbs up we get on this video, the more it'll show up. Like, hey, mommy, what's this from Kingdom Harbinger Ministries? Click. Let's get your children right. All right. And if you're a Christian and you telling your kids that Jesus is the reason for the season, where you getting this from? Don't tell me Hippolytus of Rome. Oh, we get into church fathers now. We get into church fathers. We're gonna touch on him in a second. We're gonna touch on Hippolytus in a second. All right. All right, family. All right. Jesus Lord, you're right. There was some traditions that went around saying that January 6th was Christ's birthday, but we're gonna bring that out. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad y'all are studying in here. Excellent. All right, we're gonna bring that out. All right. And again, family, I'm not telling nobody here to stop celebrating Christmas. All I'm saying is, if you're a Christian, stop making excuses that it's Christian, because it's not. Just say, yo, it's a secular holiday. I like giving gifts. I like getting in the spirit. I like kissing people under the mistletoe. And remember, I told you what that stood for, you know, the cosmic semen. Excuse me, that might be a little too explicit. But what I'm saying is, just if you just want to be festive because it's that time of the year and that spirit is on you, then just admit it. Say, yo, it's Christmas time. You know, it's in the city, you know. Hark unto the bells, high sound of bells, joy for the ring, born is the king. Oh, how to chime. Be of good cheer, Christmas here, sing a song, ding, ding, dong. This is the day, come away. Now everywhere, all through the air, ring some bells, sing some bells. Hear how to chime, hear that sound, tell everywhere, all here and there. Come one and all, answer the call, come and sing. Born is the king. Join the joyous Christmas celebration. Joining folks every land and nation. Endless, the song lives on and on. Born is the king. Born is the king. Are y'all caroling? Shout out to Pastor Eric Mason. He got his whole congregation, not the whole congregation, but he got some congregation members to come out and sing carols in front of his house while he's over here beatboxing on camera. Shout out to Pastor Eric Mason. You got your members coming out in a freezing cold in Philly to sing some Christmas carols in front of your house, knowing that Christmas has nothing to do with Christ. Come on, man. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that, though. We're just having fun. We're just having fun right now, man. We're just having fun. All right, we're about to get into the information. You know, we gotta amp things up a little bit. All right, give some time for people to join in. We got more and more people joining in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're brand new. Hit that thumbs up button, family. Share this link everywhere. All right. I'm sure everybody has somebody in their family that they work with, a friend or associate, or even a stranger or a neighbor that's celebrating Christmas. All right. Shoot this off to them. How you have carolers in front of your house, singing Christmas carols, and you out there beatboxing with them. And you know this has nothing to do with Christ at all. But yet the song they singing talking about Christ is born. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop that. I'm going to show you where the December 25th thing came from, family. Again, family, remember, Saturnalia was not practiced on December 25th. So if you're Israelites out there or Christians who don't subscribe to Christmas, do not say that. Now, we can get into Sol Invictus. You can talk about some Mithra. But just remember, Sol Invictus was condemned by the early Christians, right? Anti-Nicene church fathers. However, follow me. We have Sol Invictus. You know, when the sun dies and it resurrects. The cult of Mithra, Saturnalia, A lot of these customs and practices find its way into Christianity. Now, we're going to play a video for y'all real quick. So you'll sit back, get your popcorn. All right. Some of y'all got your eggnog in the house. I know you got the eggnog. Get the eggnog out. All right. If you got to get your chocolate chip cookies that you just put in the oven. I see you. I see. Go to that oven. Get the cookie. Yo, that milk. Some of y'all vegans in here, that almond milk that you had cooked up for Santa to sit in front of your Christmas tree. Put this on your new 75-inch screen TV, 4K, HD. And let's watch this together, family. All right. Yeah, Seth, we got that. He put it out himself. Shout out to Gather Nation said, just shared it in the Rumble room. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Just get your cookies out. All right. Get your cookies, get your milk, your eggnog. All right. Sit there, grab a couple of candies that you got on that stocking hanging over your. I should bring the camera up so you can see my fireplace. There ain't nothing on my fireplace. I should put a fire there and make sure Santa don't come down my chimney. Anyway, so with that being said, family, let's go in, man. All right. Shout out to my brother Jacob. Wake up, Divine Prospect. You helped me a lot, King. Aki, I love you. Ak, shalom. Malachim, same to you, King. Thank you so much for watching and appreciating that. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, I do have some coconut eggnog in there. I ain't gonna lie. Coconut milk eggnog. I do have some in there. Had nothing to do with Christmas. I swear, it had nothing to do with Christmas. I just like eggnog. You know, I just like eggnog, and I try to avoid dairy as much as possible. So I got some coconut eggnog. Should have put some in this cup right here, but yeah. But if y'all got it, let's sit down and let's press play now. There's two videos I want to show. I don't know if it's okay if you guys are willing to sit through 25 minutes of videos. Let me know. I found two good videos. I posted one on my social media, and there's another one that's real short. It's 5 minutes. The other one is about 19 minutes or whatever. Let me know if y'all want me to play the videos. All right, let me know. If not, I'll just play the one that I have that's 5 minutes. It just goes into Saturnalia, and I'll show you some of the customs of Saturnalia, how it made this way into the hybridization of the holiday we have today called Christmas. Remember, Christmas is an accumulation of various customs and practice. It wasn't everything that was in the Saturnalia, but it's various customs that have made its way into this amalgamated holiday, right? That then people pin on baby Jesus, pastry white baby Jesus, born in the Major in the Levant region amongst dark-skinned peoples, brought into Egypt amongst dark-skinned peoples, hiding in Egypt amongst dark-skinned peoples, pastry white baby Jesus. Show me one church father that told you to worship pastry white baby Jesus. Give me one church father, so one patristic source, anybody. Give me one. One patristic source that says, let us celebrate pastry white Jesus in a manger in Bethlehem. Ha. Yeah. Give me one patristic source. What was that? Huh? See what I got? I do got my silk almond milk, mixed berry yogurt alternative, fortified with some probiotics. So I got this here on deck in case I get hungry. I'll be watching this. I'm watching the video with y'all. So I may get a little hungry and may want to dive into my, my almond milk, dairy alternative yogurt. All right. But we're gonna go on, man. We're gonna go on. So do y'all want to watch the videos? Let me know. If not, let me play the first video. It's only 5 minutes, it's short. Let me play the first video so y'all can see. All right. Aisha Cole said the first KHM Christmas video I watched was 5 hours long. Now, we wasn't talking about Christmas for 5 hours, right? I think for the first hour and a half, we talking about Christmas, and then from there we transitioned to a Q&A or whatever. But yeah, last year we turned up. This year, we're going to turn up a little bit too. All right. Oh, yeah. Joe Osteen. Yo, did y'all know that Joe Osteen got a $4.4 million loan for the payment protection program? $4.4 million. Joe Osteen has one of the biggest churches and the most parishioners in any church in America. All right. His congregation meets in a football stadium. All right. You know, the one that they closed the doors to the people that was drowning. You know, when we had that situation in Katrina, they drowning. We saved them, brought them over here to Texas. He said, yo, we ain't opening the doors to y'all. Y'all crazy. Joe Osteen ain't stupid. All right. They're going to bring his property value down. You got all these black people coming in there. We ain't going to do that. But yeah, he had a special. when I saw that he had $4.4 million loan. This man is already a multi-millionaire. His church bringing in millions of dollars. You're going to give him a $4.4 million payment protection program loan? Come on, son. You see what Christianity does? You see that? That's foolishness. You know what I could have did with $4.4 million? I would have been able to feed 400,000 people. I would have given jobs to 400,000 people. I would have given opportunities for 400,000 people with $4.4 million. Come on, man. Stop that. Stop that. Nobody should be poor within 20 city miles from that church with $4.4 million payment protection program. And we got people getting furloughed right now because of coronavirus. This man got $4.4 million. This is why I'm saying what I'm saying about Christmas. All right? This is what I'm talking about. All right. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I got triggered a little bit. All right. My bad. All right. We're going to fall back. Some of you are going to say, Divine, you lying. All right. All right. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Hopefully, Joel Osteen, you watching this. Hopefully, you watching this. Well, I'm going to go to Joel Osteen's church when I visit Texas again. All right. We're going to pull up. We're going to pull up. All right. Don't be afraid. We're not there to cause any ruckus. I'm just going to pull up. I want to see what's going on. I've never been to your church before, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's take a look. Let's take a look. I wasn't even trying to talk about him today, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Check it out, family. Let me show it to y'all. Check it out. All right. Here we go right here. This is from the Houston Chronicle. All right. Local newspaper out there. And they want me to subscribe. You know I'm not subscribing to this. Come on, man. I just want to get Joel Osteen. You see that? Why you're protecting Joel Osteen, man? Sorry about that technical glitch, family. Let me see if I can get that pop-up out the way so we can get it on Joel Osteen. Yeah, they're trying to protect this guy. Don't protect this guy, man. All right. Oh, man. I don't like the fact that they're doing this. Hold on one second. All right. Stop popping that up. All right. Oh, they're still bringing it up here. They want me to subscribe. Well, you know what? We're going to get another. We're going to get somewhere else. Let's go somewhere else then. Here we go. We're going to go here. Let's go to NewYorkPost.com. All right. Let's go to New York Post. The Houston Chronicle want to protect this man. Here we go. Check it out. All right. Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church received a $4.4 million COVID-19 payment protection program loan. It's a loan, though, so that means you got to pay it back. But, man, if you would have gave a $4.4 million to black and brown people in the inner city that have small businesses, okay, we would have been chilling. You see this? That was the third highest loan in the. Well, hold on. Wait. You got to read this stuff right here. It says netting $4.4 million in bailouts in late July, right? It says that was the third largest loan in the Houston area during July and August. Are y'all following? This man got $4.4 million loan, which is the third largest loan in the entire city of Houston. Where's the travesty? Why y'all not picking it outside this man's church? Nobody should be poor in that church. All right. Okay. So he could get a bailout. He wasn't suffering at all. They just had to prove they had people on payroll that needed to keep their job. Okay. Insane. Totally insane. But anyway, family, this is what we're dealing with. You see, this is the delusion that we got going on out there. All right. You think this man for a second decided, oh, we got $4.4 million loan. They're going to pay it back. Come on, man. That's one of the largest churches in the entire country. Let me show you something. Check it out. I'm not going to play it because, Joe Osteen might try to shut me down, so I'm not going to do that. But let's go to his church. Go to his church, man. Right? All right. So it's called Lakewood Church. All right. That's the name of the church. You go check the church out. You see how extravagant it is. People. Oh, yeah, let me show you something. This is supposed to be a COVID, right? $4.4 million. Let's see if these people are practicing social distancing. I know this is what we're going to talk about tonight. I know it's okay. We're going to get into that information. All right. But I got to throw him under the bus real quick. All right. Let me show you this. Check it out. And again, I'm not going to play because they're going to try to shut my channel down. We're going to play it real quick. There we go. There we go. All right. Joel Osteen. All right. Is this 6 feet, family? Is this 6 feet, family? Is this 6 feet? Where they mask at? Osteen. Mr. Osteen. All right. If you're at least getting $4.4 million loan for COVID, at least follow the CDC guidelines. Look at this. Where's the 6 feet? Where's the mask? Look at that. What's going on here, man? Hold on. Let me see if I can rewind this a little bit. It's Joe Osteen over here grinning. Look at this guy. See this guy right here grinning? All right, you got some people in here that got a mask, but the people on stage ain't got no mask. Look at this guy right here. See, yes, Lord. $4.4 million loan. There's so much we could do with that. And all the money that we getting from the people today, we ain't got to pay a dime in taxes on it. You ever seen what this guy's house looks like? It's incredible, man. Take a look at this. Check this out. Look at all these parishioners here, man. All right, half of them ain't got a mask on. That should have been a mandatory thing. Come in and say, yo, remember, we got that COVID $4.4 million loan. We want to make sure that everything is CDC friendly in here. Because if not, they may want to snatch that money back from us. Oh, man, that's crazy. People out here struggling to keep their businesses afloat in the inner cities, and this man's getting $4.4 million. This is nuts. All right, I'm sorry, family. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. I apologize, Joe Osteen. My bad. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus. You know what I'm saying? But damn, son, you got $4.4 million, man. Anyway, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right, let's keep it going. All right. All right. So let's go into this video real quick. I'm gonna play this one. All right. It's okay if they tag me for it. It's all right. I want y'all to watch. I thought this was very brief and to the point, breaking down Saturnalia to you, and then we're gonna go into a couple of articles and read a couple of articles for y'all. Get into the church fathers, talk about the Puritans a little bit, and we're gonna take it all home. All right. Again, if there's any Christian in here that wants to defend Christmas, you are welcome to come onto this platform. Let me just lay the information out first, and once I lay it out, you can come on in. Don't forget, family, to get the app. Make sure you get the app. We have a Amazon gift card that we're giving out today. Amazon gift card. Help us get to 300 patrons on our Patreon page, and we'll be doing a cash giveaway to all of the patrons will be eligible and enter into a raffle to win a cashback giveaway. All right. We also have some t-shirts available here. If anybody wants some free t-shirts, because some Christians may come here and feel like they're missing out on Christmas. No, you're not. We're going to be giving stuff away on tonight. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and play this video for y'all. I'm going to eat my little fortified almond milk yogurt. All right. Got my coconut milk eggnog. I'm going to go grab it, warm it up a little bit and drink some eggnog. All right. And I'm going to sit here and chill with y'all, man. All right. Might go get my vegan cookies too, but I think I'm just going to play it. Let me just play the video. Here's the video right here, right? Let me get me up out the screen so y'all can see everything. All right. And I'm going to play this video. Let me turn it up. Make sure y'all can hear it. And I'm going to sit back, relax, and watch it with y'all, and I'll be right back. We got about 5 minutes. Whoops. My bad. There we go. We got about 5 minutes. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and play this video. Make sure the volume is up.
That Did you know that hundreds of years before Christmas was the most jolly festival in December, there was a week-long festival in ancient Rome dedicated to the god Saturn? Hello and welcome to Ancient History Encyclopedia. My name is Kelly, and today we're going to be exploring the history of Saturnalia, the equally as festive predecessor of Christmas. Don't forget the easiest way to support us is to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any new uploads. Io Saturnalia. The Saturnalia was a week-long festival celebrated in ancient Rome between the 17th and the 23rd of December in honor of the god Saturn. Saturn, although a fairly mysterious figure in Roman mythology, was the god of agriculture and had a fairly prominent temple in the Roman Forum. Despite claims by Livy that says the festival began in the 5th century BCE, there is evidence that suggests a much older history. It began as a one-day festival, but by the late Republic, it had extended to cover an entire week. Saturnalia was a jolly and festive time, which consisted of eating, drinking, games, partying, and merrymaking for all. The people's usual lives came to a halt, with businesses closing, people given holidays, and the informal, colourful clothing known as synthesis being worn, rather than the usual formal toga. The cult statue of Saturn had his ankles tied by woolen bonds throughout the year, but these were loosened during the Saturnalia. The act of loosening the bonds of the god Saturn caused the deity to be associated with liberation, which was a prominent aspect of the Saturnalia. The social conventions and tight social structure of ancient Rome was not only relaxed, but partially reversed during this time of revelry. Although the slaves still had to make the meals, they were able to eat in the same room as their masters, often being served by their masters, and were able to do and say as they wished. The masters wore the felt hat of the freed slave, known as the pileus, and a Saturnalicius princeps, or leader of the Saturnalia, was chosen. This person, also known as the Lord of Misrule, was chosen from the lower members of the household and had the right to conduct light-hearted mayhem. The partying, drinking, and general merrymaking continued through day 2 of the Saturnalia, and on day 3 was the Feast of Opalia, a celebration of Ops, the wife of Saturn. Ops was an earth goddess and was the Roman deity of the harvest and fertility. Although Ops was celebrated in a festival in August at the end of the harvest season called Opicon Siva, she was also celebrated on the 3rd day of the Saturnalia. The end of the Saturnalia was marked by the most important tradition of the festival, gift-giving. These were often small trinkets or jellied figs, but the most popular gifts were the small terracotta figures known as sigilla, which took the forms of deities, heroes like Hercules, or common and sometimes comical figures associated with the giver or the recipient. Candles were another very popular gift because the Saturnalia was associated with the winter solstice and the coming of the light through the birth of the sun god Sol Invictus on the 23rd of December. Candles not only represented the light of the god, but each individual's personal quest for truth and righteousness. The month of December was used to prepare for the week-long festivities, including purchasing the sigilla from the special markets known as the sigillaria, which gives its name to the end of the festival. People greeted each other with the customary Io Saturnalia, and at the end of the festival, the ankles of Saturn were tied up again until next year, and the social order was restored. The influence of Saturnalia on the Christian celebration of Christmas was direct, and includes the decoration of homes with garlands and lights, general merrymaking, feasting, and gift-giving. The holiday was so popular among the Romans that the early church couldn't stamp it out, and so they incorporated it into the Christian calendar, with Christ replacing Saturn and Sol Invictus in the celebrations. The Saturnalia was known as the jolliest of Roman festivals, and the poet Catullus described it as the best of times. So what aspects of Saturnalia would you incorporate into your Christmas celebrations? Let us know down in the comments below. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any new uploads. Io Saturnalia.
Wow. Man, I was enjoying that. I have my popcorn here, my little eggnog going on here. Okay. About to get into this. Knock this out too. And that was good, man. Wow, that was interesting. Hey, let me show y'all. Can I show y'all one more video? Hit one if you want me to show you one more video. Hit one if you want me to show you one more video. Hit one. I'm I'm enjoying my popcorn right now. That's good. It's good stuff, man. All right. Yo, hit one. Let me show one. I'm gonna show you one more video. If y'all are okay with it, let me know. I'm on y'all time. You're not on my time. I'm on y'all time. All right. Let me know if it's okay if I can show one more video. All right.
Did you know that?
Let me know. Hit one for me to show one video. Hit two if you don't want me to show the video. This one's a little bit longer, but it's really good. And then from there, I'll launch and getting into the articles and getting some information. But I want to enjoy this night with y'all, man. I want to eat some popcorn, drink some eggnog. I'm feeling a little festive tonight, man. All right. You said one. Okay, let's go ahead and do it, man. Shout out to Goddess Isis in the building. What's going on? Feed the Spirit. What's up? Naturally Spiritual. What's going on? Julian Apollos. Ken Lewis. I see you. JD Israel. What's going on? 12 Pearls. What's up? What's up? Aisha Clark in the building. Vanessa Satterwhite. Jacko BLK. Pastor Johnson in the building. The Elder in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Prince of Peace of Israel. Chris Benya in the building. Vernon Mickey. What's going on? Elder Bot Israel. Deontay Williams. All right. Make sure you give y'all a shout out, man. Julian Apollos. I think I shouted out you already. See, I didn't miss anybody. Tia Thompson. AG Morgan. What's going on? Rhodium. Rhody MUSPM. Excuse me if I butchered that. What's going on? All right, let's see. I think I got everybody. All right, fam. So you want me to keep going? All right, I'll keep going. Let's play the next video. Let's enjoy it together. Man, make sure you get you some popcorn and some eggnog, man. Popcorn and eggnog. All right? I got the alkaline water over here, but this eggnog, man, it's really good, man. I normally don't like almond milk eggnog. I hate almond milk eggnog. But this is pretty good. This is pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and let's play it. Let's go ahead and watch it. This is movie time. All right, I'm going to spend with y'all watching this. Y'all see me eat the popcorn like I'm right there with y'all. Let me go ahead and play the video. Let me bring it up. Give me 1 second. Let me grab it. All right, here we go. And we're going to hit play. All right, family. All right, let's get in here. Let's go ahead and watch this together. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let me watch this with y'all, man. Hit play. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on your way in. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new. Hit that bell notification and click all. Share this video to your friends, family members. If you got an ex, send it to your ex, all right, that you had to break up with because you decided that you didn't want to keep Christmas and they wanted to keep Christmas. Send it to that ex, all right? Send it to your coworkers that you just had the potluck with earlier today and working your Secret Santa. Yeah, your Secret Santa. Send it to those coworkers there, man. Send this video to them, to your neighbors, to any strangers, all right, that you bumped into and pick up their number. Somebody give you a business card. Go find some business cards, man. Find some business cards, all right? Get a number on the business card. Some numbers on some business cards. And text it to the people, you know what I'm saying? Business cards. I find business cards all the time and just text them videos. I don't even remember why I got their card sometimes. But I said, you know what? They might like this information. I just text them stuff. All right. This is the festive time of the year. It's the year of giving. All right. Make sure you give them the gift of this link so they can get this information. All right. Make sure they're sitting with their kids and they got their milk and cookies ready. And we about to go in. All right. Don't forget to show the planet Saturn 6-pointed star in the Northern Hemisphere. Thank you so much, my brother, for the donation. And I got you on that. I appreciate that. All right. All right. So here we go. Let us hit play. Are y'all ready? I'm ready to enjoy this with y'all. Let's check it out.
Winter celebrations are popular across the world, with Christmas dominating much of the Western tradition. It's a winning recipe of things we love: friends, family, gift-giving, singing, feasting, partying, and more. The Romans, too, celebrated Christmas as far back as the 4th century AD. However, before that, they had their own winter holiday, which honestly blows the stockings off our own tradition. It was a week-long Mardi Gras-style street festival, fueled by endless drinking, where slaves became masters and fools were crowned king. You had all your classic holiday-style caroling and gift-giving, though far, far naughtier, with a healthy dose of ancient blackjack and hookers sprinkled on top. This was the festival of Saturnalia, Rome's awesome pagan Christmas. I spend a lot of time reading history books to make these documentaries, yet I still find myself with a growing
Skip past his paid promotion.
The Roman year was filled with festivals. These celebrated all kinds of important events, but were aimed mostly at making sure the gods were kept happy. After all, there was nothing more important for the well-being of the individual and the state. Such holidays were known as dies feriales. There were many of these every month, each with their own specific traditions. Generally speaking, the more important festivals coincided with major events like the change of seasons or the new year, with the relevant god or gods taking center stage. A short list of some of those festivals includes the Lupercalia in February, the Liberalia in March, the Bonadia and the Lemuria in May, the Ludi Apollinaris.
Wait, the Lupercalia in February? Don't y'all talk bad about my Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Somebody told me that was about St. Valentine. I'm sorry. Let me hit play.
In July, the Herculean Victus in August, and the Saturnalia in December. While all of these certainly merit their own episode, today we'll be focusing on Rome's end-of-year festival that would later transform into our Christmas. As with most other Roman religious customs, Saturnalia traces its origins back to the Greeks. It is this Hellenistic civilization which influenced Roman mythology early in its development and would continue to do so over the centuries. The Roman god Saturn, for example, is roughly synonymous with the Greek god Kronos, both of whom are associated with rebirth, harvest, and heralding a new golden age. In Rome, the holiday of Saturnalia started out humbly as an agricultural festival set around the winter solstice in December, when the people would collect their last harvest of the year. As they concluded this work, they would mark the occasion by honoring Saturn. This would be done at the temple of the harvest god at the foot of the Capitoline Hill. Here, Rome's priests would gather at the head of the population with the other upper classes wearing their best togas and the plebeians wearing their finest tunics. A parade of bulls, the largest of the year, would then be brought in and sacrificed. The event was carried out under the watchful eye of Saturn himself. The way this worked is the priests would actually bring with them a statue of the god bound in wool. As the ceremonies began, they would ritualistically unwrap the statue and place it on a couch. Symbolically, this represented the idea of rebirth, where Saturn would appear like a newborn child springing from the womb in the 10th month. Once upon his couch, the god would then be able to partake in the feasts which followed. For the remainder of the day, all forms of work and public business would be suspended. Over time, as Rome grew, the holiday would continue to evolve. The official ceremony we have just described apparently underwent a series of reforms around the 3rd century BC, when Greek practices were imported upon consultation with the Sibylline books. Additionally, the festival would now be pinned to December 17th, rather than arbitrarily following the final harvest. Because of the holiday's popularity, it was also incrementally expanded over time, from one feast day up to a total of 7. Let's now take a closer look at the full glory of this pagan Christmas. The days leading up to Saturnalia would have Rome abuzz. As a major public holiday, it was the duty of the aediles to oversee the official preparations. With their reputation on the line, they would have been hard at work planning on how to make this year's celebrations as memorable as possible. Part of this involved employing hundreds of laborers to transform Rome for the occasion by cleaning the streets, setting up decorations, and erecting temporary structures. This would be necessary to accommodate the huge swell in the city's population caused by celebrants flocking in from the countryside. After all, Rome was still a highly rural society, with many small towns and farms dominating the land. Saturnalia, as a harvest festival, was a particularly strong magnet for farmers who were keen to give thanks to Saturn, as well as to be able to reunite with old friends and acquaintances in the big city. Thus, Rome's homes, inns, and taverns filled with growing excitement as families looked forward to the festivities. With the days slowly ticking away, people were sure to be rushing around to make final preparations and close out business before the holidays. Finally, the day would come. It was December 17th. Starting in the early hours of the morning, people across Rome would awake and begin to stream into the Forum, eager to secure the best spots and celebrate the time-honored tribute to Saturn. Once settled, they waited with bated breath. Soon, their patience would be rewarded by a low rumble that would begin to grow and grow until, in the distance, its source was revealed. A grand parade was making its way through the streets of Rome. At its head were the priests and senate, and behind them, a seemingly endless line of bulls. This procession made its way past the throngs of onlookers until eventually coming to a stop before the Temple of Saturn. Here, the animals would then be sacrificed and a great feast prepared with the reclining statue of Saturn as its honorary guest. Surely the god would be most pleased by this dazzling display of piety. Rome's good fortune for the following year had been secured. Thus ended the official component of Saturnalia. All public business was stopped on this day and would remain closed for the duration of the festival. No law courts were conducted, all schools were closed, and even the mechanisms to declare war were shut down. This was a time for celebration, and the Romans were particularly good at that. The following free-flowing festivities were guided only by customs. But while unregulated, they did share the common theme of a world turned upside down where traditional roles and social norms were inverted. It seems that this may have gotten its origin as a nod to the idea of a return to Saturn's golden age, which had existed before rank and order, before slavery and property. Now was a time to make this Edenic existence a reality. The first sign of change were the holiday clothes. During the festival, people traded their bland togas for brightly colored garments, and everyone, from emperor to slave, wore the felt pileus cap, which traditionally signified one's status as a free man. The second sign of change was the new social order. Each family would select a princeps, or leader of Saturnalia, who was typically of lower status. This might be a child or servant. Slaves were now treated as equals, and might even be elevated to the point that their masters served them. Reportedly, slaves were exempt from punishment, and even allowed to insult their masters, within bounds of reason. This all came together at the grand public feast on the first day of Saturnalia, following the religious ceremony at the Temple of Saturn. The aediles for the year would actually foot the bill and plan out the banquet, which meant that its appearance depended on who was responsible and how much money they had. Most of the time, tables would be set up in the forum, the only open space large enough to hold such a large population. The aediles would coordinate with the hundreds of local bakeries and other food providers who worked overtime to build up a massive stockpile for the occasion. The meals were as extravagant as possible and became truly incredible with the rise of the cosmopolitan empire. Arriving at the feast, one would witness a truly impressive display. From the bakers came the best breads, tarts, spice cakes, pastries, and little gaiuses, while from the merchants and farmers came produce of every description: plums, pears, apples, nuts, dates, and more. They would be incorporated into dishes, made into candied fruit, and eaten whole. In addition were all kinds of meats, and wines from every corner of the empire were set out to give the illusion of a truly unlimited river of drink. Even rare delicacies were served up to all, things that the upper classes ate but the poor couldn't afford, like stuffed dormice, sow wombs, as well as varieties of exotic fish and birds, including lampreys, flamingos, and peacocks. This fantastical banquet of dreams was gorged upon by all of Rome. For hours, everyone ate and drank to their heart's content. When the meal was finally winding down, the shouts of "Yo Saturnalia" would break out. They heralded that the greatest party of the year had only just begun. For 7 days, people partied in a carnival-like atmosphere akin to a New Orleans Mardi Gras. Everyone was encouraged to join in on the fun, and sleep was in short supply. However, there were of course your typical Christmas drenches. The philosopher Seneca apparently tried to convince a friend to replace the wild revelry with a quiet dinner, and Pliny the Younger actually had a soundproof suite built so that he could get work done throughout the week while his entire household partied. But peace and quiet were truly hard to come by. Here is a revealing quote from Libanius. "Night falls, but no one sleeps. The common people engage in songs, wild dancing, and mocking jest. They do this even in the commercial district, barging in, pounding on doors, shouting and mocking. Some people are angry with what they hear, but others consider it an occasion for laughter. No one present is so austere that he censures these goings-on. Even he who is too self-controlled to laugh breaks out laughing." Meanwhile, the public spaces teemed with activity. The Forum, for instance, drew huge crowds to see a range of itinerant performers, from jugglers to puppeteers and snake charmers. Otherwise illegal gambling tables were set up as well and drew many participants. Sponsors might also pay for lavish displays of entertainment. In one instance, we hear of female gladiatrices, dwarfs, buxom Lydian girls, and performers who came in from Syria to Spain. Emperors too got in on the fun, and were not to be outdone. Nero was infamous for stealing the show by providing a truly impressive number of free prostitutes for the week. This was definitely a naughty Christmas, and would seem at odds with our own holiday. However, there were other traditions which will seem more familiar. One of these was the practice of gift-giving, which took place throughout the week. The poet Martial writes about individual, personalized gifts with small greeting cards to go with them, and even alludes to a secret Santa-style form of gift-giving that was popular. These ancient Roman presents could be anything: musical instruments, writing tablets, boxes of hobby supplies, beauty products, toothpicks, tableware, exercise equipment, weapons, or even a well-bred pig. Children generally got dolls, while close friends were given special wax candles that were lit to signal the advent of a golden age coming in the new year. Augustus himself loved the holiday and gave lavish and gag gifts in equal measure. Quote, "On the Saturnalia, and at any other time when he took it into his head, he would sometimes give gifts of clothing, or gold and silver, sometimes all kinds of coins, including old pieces of the king's and foreign money, sometimes nothing, but haircloth, sponges, pokers, and tongs, and other such things under misleading names of double meaning. Sometimes the sheer volume of presents required for the holidays lowered their average quality. As Marshall writes, quote, let everyone give his guest an appropriate gift. But they're all worthless garbage, you might say. Well, no one says they're not. No one would deny anything so obvious. Another tradition with modern echoes was the practice of the kings of Saturnalia, who were crowned by lot. During their reign, they had to be obeyed, with the sole requirement that their edicts be dumb commands. For example, telling everyone in the street to stop what they were doing and dance, to give the flute girls piggyback rides around the block, or to dunk an innocent bystander in a nearby fountain. However, things could go too far if the liberties of the holiday crossed the line into reality. For example, we are told that when Julius Caesar was celebrating Saturnalia after having won his civil war, his lieutenant Mark Antony made a big show of offering the crown of Saturnalia to Caesar. This was met by the fury of the booing crowd. The role was supposed to be a joke, making a mockery of the powerful. To give the joke crowned to an actual dictator of Rome was not fun and struck a little too close to home. Clearly, there were still some lines that should not be crossed. At long last, the festival of Saturnalia came to an end. The kings were symbolically dethroned to mark the occasion, and everyone had their last hurrah with shouts of Yo Saturnalia. Perhaps their throbbing heads would look forward to the day.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop. Look at this chick in the background. Yo, she's done. Yo, she's done. Yo, shorty over here is done. Yo, they're done. I'm sorry, family. Excuse me. Let me put my professional face back on. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I got it. Let's do it.
Days of calm which followed, but it wouldn't be long before they began to dream of next year's festivities. As one might imagine, the tremendous popularity of Saturnalia ensured that it lived on for centuries. This trend was further propelled because, unlike many other Roman festivals, the Saturnalia was not tied to the city of Rome itself, and therefore gained traction across the empire. After all, winter celebrations are a universal tradition which transcend borders, especially when they involve the winning combination of feasting, drinking, and partying. Such was the popularity of Saturnalia that when Christianity rose to dominance in the 4th century AD, the pagan holiday would be co-opted rather than cancelled. It appears that this is one of the reasons Christmas was set just a few days after Saturnalia on the 25th instead of the 17th, and maintained many of the same customs. This hybridized holiday was a far rowdier event in these early days, and while the mass street partying has generally been toned down over the ages, many things are still held as a tradition. For years, the Feast of Fools was an incredibly popular festival until it was banned by the church in the 15th and 16th centuries. Wax candles are still a central part of a traditional Christmas with Advent candles, and freedmen's caps have generally been replaced by Santa hats, or if you live in Britain, paper caps and crowns. And of course, the tradition of giving gifts to family and friends is still running strong. Thanks for watching this episode. What do you think of the pagan origins of Christmas? Would you prefer a more Saturnalia festival, or are you more fond of the family-friendly version? Feel free to leave any questions in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content.
All right. That was interesting. Man, I didn't know they was giving out free hookers. That's something else. But anyway, let me turn this back around. Sorry. My bad. Man, at that point, they're no longer a prostitute or hooker. They're doing it for free. That's very interesting. Wow. So you telling me that you're going to celebrate a holiday that has these type of roots? Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. So let's move on from here because we got to get a little bit more technical for some people out there saying, well, you know, Saturnalia wasn't on December 25th and church fathers actually, they spoke about this. And so you know what? I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Okay. I'm not going to tell you that whatever you celebrating today is Saturnalia. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that it has some elements of Saturnalia in it. And I'm going to show you that no church father in the ante-Nicene period that you can show it to me celebrated Christ's birthday. Show me. Give me one source. I'll wait. One source. Since a lot of y'all love the patristic sources, which I dive into as well, show me one patristic source in the ante-Nicene period that condones celebrating Jesus' birthday. I'm not talking about the December 25th. Don't let them use that to try and sway or divert. I'm saying give me one church father that promoted the celebration of the birth of Christ. One church father. I'll wait. What? Who you say? Okay. We're just waiting for one church father. Just anybody could drop it there. One church father. All right. No, y'all. Oh, so y'all don't have. Okay, cool. All right, let's get into some information now. Let's dive into some information, man. Let's get in. So now I just showed you the Saturnalia practices. Some elements of Saturnalia is in the hybridization of what we call Christmas today. But let's go into a couple more things, family. Let's go into the church fathers. How about we do that? Okay? Because some of y'all probably don't think that Israelites read church fathers, patristic sources, and can pull. Yeah, we can. I have the whole volume on logos.com, the software. Well, not .com, but Logos software. I got the entire church fathers volume. It is huge. Have I read every piece? No, I have not. You know how long it would take to dedicate to that? Have I read a good amount of it? Yes, I have. And have I shared resources to kind of, truncate what's in there and categorize it so it's easier for you to access it? Yes, I have. And I gave you a book called Fathers Know Best. And that book, what it does is that it categorizes different doctrines and it shows you quotes of each church father, not just one line, but a whole paragraph so you can get some of the context on what they're saying about that particular doctrine. Okay. And what that is supposed to do is inspire you that once you read the paragraph to go back to the source and try to read the entire chapter if you can. All right. And that's why I put the challenge out. If I can get one Christian who supports Christmas to say it's about Jesus, Jesus is the reason for the season, I will give you $100 if you can give me one ante-Nicene patristic source that tells us to celebrate the birth of Christ, or who held the tradition of celebrating the birth of Christ. I got $100 on the line right now. Share this video everywhere. $100 is on the line right now. If anybody out there who's a Christian, your pastor, your elder, your deacon, your resident urban apologist, show me one patristic source, not December 25th. I'm going to get into Hippolytus of Rome. 1 second. Give me one church father. I'll wait. I'll cash app you right as we talking right here. Give me one church father. I'll wait. What? Who was that? You still thinking? You need another minute? I'll give you another 30 seconds. One church father. $100 on the line. I'll cash app it to you right now. Matter of fact, let me pull cash app up right now. Let me send somebody. I'm ready to send somebody $100 because there's a lot of people out there talking about this. So let me make sure I get my $100 ready in case somebody shows me. Again, I'm a student, so I'm with it. Cash app open right now. Okay, let me type $100 in right there. All right, $100 ready. I'm gonna keep it right here, just waiting. All right, we're gonna wait. $100 on the line. Give me one church father, because the church father is supposed to preserve the traditions of the church that they've adopted from the apostles, right? Well, give me one church father, ante-Nicene, all right, that says that we should celebrate Christmas in regards to Jesus, or the birth of Jesus. Show me one church father. I'm waiting. $100 on the line. $100. Y'all better go wake. What's his name? Elder Micah. Elder Michael, wake him up. Matter of fact, he probably already wake right now. Y'all, I want y'all to spam his inbox. Get him up in here. Spam his inbox. There's 300 of us in here. everybody should go on Facebook and spam Elder Michael Holloway. It's only going to take, what, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I know he probably enjoying the gift giving with his family, open up gifts, say, oh, we're excited and everything like that, lying to his kids that Santa came down the chimney and brought them some gifts, but not telling them Santa also brought you some coronavirus. They should be careful. Make sure you use some hand sanitizer before opening up these packages, because you lying to them, telling them about Santa coming down. One child's going to be smart and say, hey, mommy, did Santa wear a mask? Did he have gloves on? Should we spray this down to make sure it's clean and it's towards the CDC? Get past the mic up in here, man. $100. One church father, anti-Nicene period, patristic source, that says that the disciples and the apostles celebrated the birth of Christ and or said that it was a tradition that they held and that they maintained. $100 right here. Just the $100. Just waiting. Okay. All right. So let's keep going. All right. So anytime a Christian tell you, oh, it is, ask them about the church fathers, because clearly there's first century CE church fathers, there's second century church fathers, third century church fathers. Can I get one? Let's ask him one. What? No? Oh, okay. So let's get on with this information then. Since y'all can't produce that, let's keep going. All right, so let's dive into this Saturnalia. I think we went into enough of sound. I don't think y'all really need to go back into Saturnalia. So I'm gonna skip that because I played the videos. Let us go into two sources right now. Okay, we're gonna read this together. All right, it's a little bedtime story for some of y'all. Let's read it. Okay, bear with me. Let's read through it. I'm bring two sources up right now. Oh, they're like, yo, these Israelites are getting advanced. They reading patristic sources. They know about the church fathers. Yeah, boy. Been reading church fathers for over 12 years. All right. Went to a couple of seminaries that churches provided and had to know this stuff before I became a minister. Yeah, we know about the church fathers, yo. We're waiting on you. Where y'all at? Huh? What? Somebody get Joe Osteen on the line, man. If Joe Osteen can't prove to us tonight, right now, that he has to prove to us that he has one patristic source where they celebrated Christmas. One source. If Joe Osteen will come and tell me right now what that source is, I will close up shop right now. Close up shop. But if I'm right, he needs to give that $4.4 million loan to our community and pay it back himself. What was that? Oh, okay. What? Oh, okay. So you telling me your pastor, you got him on the phone right now? Christians that's watching, you got your pastor on the phone right now? Ask your pastor right now. Where he at? Matter of fact, let me do this for your pastor. Hold on. All right. Let me show you how much money we got on the line right now, man. This is what we got on the line right now. See that? Get your pastor in here. Where's your pastor at? I know it's going to make him giddy. See that? This is what we got on the line right now. Look at this. If Joe Osteen's not coming, that's fine. Somebody get their pastor up in here. Show this to your pastor. See that? Somebody get their pass up in here, man. I'm not playing. Look, pay. Just give me your Cash App information. Drop the source in there, primary source, and I'll Cash App you $1,000. It's right here. Y'all better wake them pastors up. Y'all better go get Mike. Mike will do it for $1,000 if he got the information. What? What was that? Pearls is crazy. Joe busy counting his loan money. All right, family. All right. we'll do it like this. After we go through this lesson tonight, if anybody sees this in the future, all right, let me know. Let me know, and we can have another show. We could talk about it. But I wouldn't do that if I wasn't confident, if I didn't scour every source that I could and the patristic sources in order for me to make this offer. And if I miss something, I'll take an L and give up the $1,000. All right. However, y'all, I know y'all know some pastors, man. All you gotta do is screenshot this right now, send it to your pastor, screenshot it. Say, Pastor, all we want is one source, Pastor. Somebody give this to Eric Mason too, since he got carolers outside his house. Tell me, give him a cool $1,000. Just want one patristic source, because you know when he talks, he's behind like all of these books, church fathers and sources. Can you pull one book out? Just one book, one source, one primary. This church father, this is the date. This is what he said about celebrating Christmas or celebrating the birth of Christ. And that's where the holiday comes from. Nah. Yeah. T.L. Thompson, that is $1,000. Let me show it to y'all again. It's $1,000. Look. I'm not playing. It's $1,000. No Semper Reformata. You better get him in here quick. See that? Look at that. I bet you nobody's pastor is going to come up in here and say they got a source. And y'all say that Israelites are dumb, uneducated, high school dropouts. We don't read. We talking like we just graduated out of a GED program and we just got released off the plantation and that we got a jailbreak. This sister, what's her name? Love Poem or Monique Montgomery talking about we got jailbreak scholarship. What the heck is that? Oh man, KB said, I got the source. KB, you got the source? Post it in chat. Let me see that. Show me one ante-Nicene church father that says that the disciples and apostles celebrated Christmas. Celebrate the birth of Christ, that they keep the same tradition, and we can trace that to Christmas today. Show me that source. Where's it at? Because if you can't show that, there's no way you can justify this at all. Listen, wait, give them some time. They're writing it out now. Hold on. Oh man, yeah. So son of Dre, I'm gonna bring out Hippolytus. Remember, I mentioned him 4 times already. All he did was try and figure out the date in which Christ was born, and that was a mathematical formula in regards to when they said when he was born and when he died, and trying to reconcile the two on the same day. Some say it was on a Wednesday, some celebrate January 6th. We're gonna get into that in a second. But that's not what I'm talking about. All I want is one patristic source from the ante-Nicene period that said that the disciples and the apostles kept the celebration of the birth of Christ. They maintained the tradition too, and we can trace that to Christmas today. If you can do that for me, I have $1,000 waiting for you right now. Y'all are funny, man. All right, let's get into the information, man. All right, let's get into the information, man. Yo, Saturnalia, they gave away free hookers, yo. You know how crazy that free hookers? What is going on with that? And you want to, let me get some scripture. Hold on, let me get some scripture. Hold on. Y'all gonna say, Divine, you're not getting no scripture. Okay. All right. You joking, you clowning, Divine. Where the scripture? All right. Here's scripture. Let me get it from you by the beloved Paul and 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 22. All right. And what does that say? 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 22. And it says, let me bring it up on the screen for y'all. I got to get my professional voice on. Okay. And this is what it says. People of the audience. It says, abstain from all appearance of evil. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. So tell me, in the hybridization of the so-called holiday today called Christmas, show me where anything in there is good. What did Yeshua say? Good master. Whoa, why do you call me good? There's only one good, save God. So you must show me in scripture, if that's what the determinant of what's good is, that we ought to worship the birth of Jesus Christ. And sure enough, the apostles would have kept that. The patristic sources would have cited that, the church fathers. But if you're telling me that Saturnalia, where some of its branches stem out of Christmas, they were giving away free hookers, they was getting drunk and wasted, they was acting like jesters and clowns, okay? They was having all types of debauchery and revelry, feasting and being gluttonous. You telling me that that's okay? And you telling me some of the stuff that you're doing now, the Santa hats on, showed you where that came from. Your wax candles show you where that came from. Your gift giving, show me any of that. Oh, but gift giving is good. I just giving somebody a gift, but under what pretense? Under what auspices? Huh? What was that? Somebody got that pastor in here yet? Which your pastor's here yet? Huh? Nope, no pastors want this. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Let me bring up this article. Let's go into the rest of the information. We also had an hour and a half. Thank y'all for being patient with me, for persevering. You know how Divine do. I get passionate. I get excited sometimes. And then I got to calm myself down. Some people say in the Pentecostal movement, you in the spirit. Spirit of truth, not the spirit of error. Let me bring the article up for y'all. Share it on my screen so we can get into this information. Where is it at? Which the one I want to get? Here we go. All right, let's share that. All right. This is called How December 25th Became Christmas. All right. Now, this came from Bible Review in December 2002. Okay. But it was reposted in December 18, 2020. And let's read this. On December 25th, Christians around the world will gather to celebrate Jesus' birthday. Joyful carols, special liturgies, brightly wrapped gifts, festive foods, they all characterize the feast today. So wait, it's a feast day and a Sabbath? And you got the nerve to bang on Israelites. When our feast days and Sabbath is prescribed by Torah, by, the Most High God himself. Okay, let's keep going. Remember, a Christian is writing this article. It's non-biased. But just how did the Christmas festival originate? How did December 25th become associated with Jesus' birthday? Right? A blanket of snow covers the little town Bethlehem and Peter Bruegel's oil painting from 1566. Although Jesus' birth is celebrated every year on December 25th, Luke and the other gospel writers offer no hint about the specific time of year he was born. So if you allude to this, it's deception because it's not rooted in scripture. Are you following me? Okay, let's keep going. All right. Don't forget, family, make sure you get the app, the KHM app. Anybody in the chat, put the information for the KHM app so we can give away this gift card before the end of the show. This is what the app looks like right here. Go to your Google Play Store, your Apple App Store. And what you want to do is type in My One Church app. My One Church app. Click the download and install. Once you open it up, in the zip code field, type 30064. All right. Whoever has the app, you will get a push notification from the app with a question that you will then answer in this chat. And whoever the first person to get it will win this Amazon gift card. All right. We also have some t-shirts that we're giving out today because we're feeling festive. Some t-shirts if you guys want the t-shirts. And if you help us to reach 300 patrons, we will do a cash giveaway on our Patreon page, www.patreon.com/DivineProspect. We need 6 more patrons. We can get it out of the over 300 people here so you can help support this ministry. And as well, there is a wealth of resources. We got courses on biblical Greek, courses on biblical Hebrew. We have books that if you total all 130 books up, will cost you or net you about I think it was like 20 something or 30 something $1,000 worth of books that we have available that you can read at no additional cost. We have hand selected articles on there. We have giveaways, business supports, news, everything on there that we have, family. All right. You get all of that with our Patreon. We also even have Syriac on there. If you want to learn biblical Syriac or Syriac, we have that course in there. Ugaritic, we have that course on there, all on our Patreon. All right. And if you sign up for our Patreon, you will also get free access when you pledge $20 or more to our KHM holistic research paradigm for Bible study classes that will be launching in January. Okay. We also have a credit repair program if you're interested in it, and or we can employ you if you need employment. And we have a naturopathic health consultation service where we teach health education of health and wellness by means of diet, supplementation, and exercise to our community. If you're interested in these things, everything is on the app. Go on the app, click on the groups, go into groups. If you want to join our ministry, click on membership, join our ministry, and we appreciate everything. And if anybody in here needs anything, if you just find out that you got excommunicated from your church because you asked your pastor, give me one patristic source from the ante-Nicene period about Christmas being celebrated, and your pastor don't get it for you, he gets angry, upset, and he excommunicates you, email us at kingdomharbinger@gmail.com. We got you. All right? Power to the people. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep reading. All right? All right, let's go down. Let me go back to the article so we can keep reading. All right, the Bible offers few clues. Celebrations of Jesus' nativity are not mentioned in the Gospel or Acts. The date is not given, not even the time of year. The biblical reference to shepherds tending their flocks at night when they hear the news of Jesus' birth might suggest the spring lambing season. In the cold month of December, on the other hand, sheep might well have been caroled. Yet most scholars would urge caution about extracting such a precise but incidental detail from a narrative whose focus is theological rather than calendrical. Are you paying attention? The narrative, this Christian scholar is saying, is theological. So if you try to extract anything calendrical, you must exercise caution, which means you better be on the money. All right? And punto, on the dot. Okay? The extra biblical evidence from the 1st and 2nd century is equally sparse. There's no mention of birth celebrations in the writings of early Christian writers such as Irenaeus or Tertullian. Origen at Alexandria goes so far as to mock Roman celebrations of birth anniversaries, dismissing them as pagan practices. Wait a second. So if Origen, that some people say, well, Origen he later on became a heretic. Well, find out where he wrote this. And if you don't know what that source is, we can provide it for you. Okay. Origen, during 165-264, he lived to be about almost 100 years old, 99 years old. But during his tenure of being a Christian, apologist, evangelist, scholar, he said that all Roman celebrations of birth anniversaries, he dismissed them as being pagan practices, a strong indication that Jesus' birth was not marked with similar festivities at that place in time. As far as we can tell, Christmas was not celebrated at all at this point. Where is your pastor? Tell your pastor. There's this guy rambling on YouTube, willing to offer $1,000 if you give him one patristic source in the ante-Nicene period that these church fathers and these apostles celebrated the birth of Christ. You know what I'm going to do? Because I'm in a holiday spirit right now. Let's do this. All right? Let's do this. Let's double that. All right? Let's double that. All right? We got $2,000 on the line right now. Okay? And you're right, Semper Reformata, much later. Because some people try to dismiss it and say, well, he was a heretic. Okay, we got this on the line right now for your pastor. Where's your pastor at? Somebody screenshot this and send it to your pastor. All right? The offer still stands. We just doubled the money. Hold on. Since some of y'all may not see you on a small screen. All right? Where's your pastor at? Amanda says, what was the name of the article? Because this looks like from Word. No, it's not from Word. Actually, it's from the Biblical Archaeological Review. And if you want to see more of that, let me show you something real quick. All right? We come with receipts. We don't give no random Joe Blow. We come with receipts. Okay? Are you familiar with this, Sister Amanda? This is where we sourced it from. I have tons of these. I have the original magazine with that article in it. I got to find it because there's a whole bunch of them that I have. All right. And if you want to go and vet who the author is, let me know and I will give you his credentials. Regardless, if you do not agree, please provide a source on the contrary. That's all I'm asking. Provide a source. That's it. We source up or shut up here. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Again, anybody that says that, you must be new to this channel. Everybody knows we source up here. All right? Let's go. Let's keep going. This stands in sharp contrast to the very early tradition surrounding Jesus' last days. Each of the four gospels provides detailed information about the time of Jesus' death. According to John, Jesus was crucified just as the Passover lambs are being sacrificed. This would have occurred on the 14th of the Hebrew month of Nisan, just before the Jewish holiday began at sundown. In Matthew, Mark, and Luke, however, the Last Supper is held after sundown on the beginning of the 15th. Jesus Easter, Jesus, I think something was missing there. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Let's keep going, right? Easter, a much earlier development than Christmas, was simply the gradual Christian reinterpretation of Passover in terms of Jesus' passion. Anytime you see that word passion, right, that's something that the Roman Catholic Church likes to hold on. That's what they call those steps that Jesus had to go through, those phases before he was crucified. Its observance could even be implied in the New Testament. 1 Corinthians 5:7-8, our Paschal Lamb Christ has been sacrificed, therefore let us celebrate the festival. It was certainly a distinctively Christian feast by the mid-2nd century CE, when the apocryphal text known as the Epistle to the Apostles has Jesus instruct his disciples, to make commemoration of his death, that is the Passover. So we have the evidence for the Paschal or the Easter celebration. I'm asking for Christmas. Show me in scripture where Jesus is the reason for the season. Show me in the patristic sources where Jesus is the reason for the season. Show me in any secular sources contemporary to the church fathers that also identify that Jesus, his birthday, was being celebrated by his followers. Please, that's all I'm asking. We got $2,000 on the line right now. That's all I'm asking. All right, make sure you tell your pastor. Okay, let's keep going. Jesus' ministry, miracles, passion, and resurrection were often of most interest to the 1st and early 2nd century CE Christian writers, but over time, Jesus' origins would become of increasing concern. We can begin to see this shift already in the New Testament. The earliest writings, Paul and Mark, make no mention of Jesus' birthday. Why not? Mark talks about his death, burial, and resurrection. Paul talks about his death, burial, and resurrection, but yet they have nothing on his birth. People say, well, what about the Gospels? Okay, let's go. The Gospels of Matthew and Luke provide well-known but quite different accounts of the event. Although neither specifies a date, in the 2nd century CE, further details of Jesus' birth and childhood are related in apocryphal writings such as the infancy Gospel of Thomas and a proto-Gospel of James. These are believed to have been Gospels or epistles that was held true to Jewish Christians of that time period who were called Gnostics or heretics. Let's keep going. These texts provide everything from the name of Jesus' grandparents to the details of his education, but not the date of his birth. Finally, in 200 CE, a Christian teacher in Egypt makes reference to the date Jesus was born. According to Clement of Alexandria, several different days have been proposed by various Christian groups. Surprising as it may seem, Clement doesn't mention December 25th at all. Now, hold on. This is 200 CE. This is over 267 years since Jesus died, and you telling me not one person celebrated his birthday as a holiday, and you got the nerve to tell me this is Christian? What? What was that? Okay. Let's just keep reading. There are those who have determined not only the year of our Lord's birth, this is what Clement says, but also the day. And they say that it took place in the 20th year of Augustus and in the 25th day of the Egyptian month, Pakan, May 20th in our calendar. And treating of his passion, With very great accuracy, some say that it took place in the 16th year of Tiberius on the 25th of Phamenos, which is March 21st, and others on the 25th of Farmuthi, which is April 21st, and others say that is the 19th of Farmuthi, April 15th, the Savior suffered. Further, others say that he was born on the 24th or 25th of Farmuthi, April 20th, April 21st. So slow down. So Clement of Alexandria in 200 CE, there's no consensus on when Jesus was born. Oh, you're fucked. He says some said it was April 20th or April 21st. Some say it took place on the 20th year of Augustus, on the 25th day of an Egyptian month, Pakan, which is May 20th. Some say it was March 21st. Some say it was April 20th. There was no consensus. Let's keep going. Clearly, there was great uncertainty, but also a considerable amount of interest in dating Jesus' birth in the late 2nd century. By the 4th century, however, we find references to 2 dates that were widely recognized and now also celebrated at Jesus' birthday. Today, December 25th in the Western Roman Empire and January 6th in the East. The brother brought that up early in the chat. Especially in Egypt and Asia Minor, the modern Armenian church continues to celebrate Christmas on January 6th. For most Christians, however, December 25th will prevail, while January 6th eventually became to be known as the Feast of Epiphany, commemorating the arrival of the Magi in Bethlehem. Magi? Do you know who the Magi is? I talked about that in the past. Let's keep going. The period between became the holiday season, later known as the 12 days of Christmas. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. The earliest mention, December 25th, at Jesus' birthday, comes from the mid-4th century Roman almanac that lists the death dates of various Christian bishops and martyrs. The first day listed, December 25th, is marked Natus Christus in Bethlehem, Judea. Christ was born in Bethlehem of Judea in about 400 CE. This is after the Nicene Council, because anti-Nicene means before the Nicene Council. Augustine of Hippo mentions a local dissident Christian group, the Donatists, who apparently kept Christmas festivals on December 25th, but refused to celebrate the Epiphany on January 6th, regarding it as an innovation. Since the Donatist group only emerged during the persecution under Diocletian in 312 CE and then remained stubbornly attached to the practices of that moment in time, they seem to represent the older North African Christian tradition. So when you have your Christian apologists, your urban apologists that always say, well, Christianity is Christian because if we go to North Africa, there were Christians all over there. Well, guess what? They celebrated Christmas on January 6th. Why are you not following that vein? Why you got carolers coming in front of your doorstep singing hark to the bells, high sounding bells, joyful they ring, born is the king. Oh, had it. Merry Christmas to honor you, to honor you. Don't me bring that Temptations out. It's deception. Let's keep going. In the East, January 6th was at first not associated with the Magi alone, but with the Christmas story as a whole. So almost 300 years after Jesus was born, we finally found people observing his birth in midwinter. But how had they settled on the dates December 25th and January 6th? Now, it says observing his birth. It was no true festive occasion and didn't start developing too much later. Again, after the Nicene Council. Prior to that, you have no patristic sources of people saying we're celebrating Christmas. There are 2 theories today. One extremely popular, the other less often heard outside of scholarly circles, though far more ancient. So you see here, anybody that says anything about any article that I get, this right here is called a footnote, right? And you know what a footnote does? You click on the footnote and it takes you back to a citation of a scholarly source that validates what you're reading here in the actual article. So most articles from Joe Blow off the internet don't use footnotes because they don't cite sources. They want you to think that they are the source. And I always tell my students, use the CRAP test, the CRAAP test, in order to vet any source before you present it to the public. Okay, let's keep going. The most loudly touted theory about the origins of the Christmas dates is that it was borrowed from pagan celebrations. The Romans had their midwinter Saturnalia festival in late December. Barbarian peoples of Northern and Western Europe kept holidays at similar times, because a lot of your customs in Christmas today, it comes from those barbarian peoples in North and West Europe. Do your research. What do you think reindeers are? Check it out. Reindeers, where are they indigenous to? That should help you to allude to the origin of where a lot of these things come from. Yo, Mr. Santa Claus. We're not doing no Marilyn Monroe singing to Santa Claus. Let's keep going. To top it off, in 274, the whole thing got cut off. I don't know what's going on. According to this theory, early Christians deliberately chose these dates to encourage the spread of Christmas and Christianity through the Roman world. Christmas looked like a pagan holiday. More pagans will be open to both the holiday and the God whose birth is celebrated. Despite its popularity today, the theory of Christmas origins has its problems. It is not found in any ancient Christian writings. Christian authors at that time do know a connection between the solstice and Jesus' birth. The church of Father Ambrose, for example, again, this is after the Nicene Council, for example, described Christ as the true Son who outshone the fallen gods of the old order. But early Christian writers never hint at any recent calendrical engineering. They clearly don't think the date was chosen by the church. Rather, they see that the coincidence as a providential sign, as natural proof that God has selected Jesus over the false pagan gods. It's not until the 12th century that we find the first suggestion that Jesus' birth celebration was deliberately set at the time of pagan feasts. A marginal note on a manuscript of the writings of the Syriac biblical commentator Dionysius Bar Salibi states that in the ancient times, the Christmas holiday was actually shifted from January 6th to December 25th so that it fell on the same day as the pagan Sol Invictus holiday. In the 18th and 19th centuries, Bible scholars, spurred on by the new study of comparative religions, latched onto this idea. They claim that because the early Christians didn't know when Jesus was born, they simply assimilated the pagan solstice festival for their own purposes, claiming it as the time of the Messiah's birth and celebrating it accordingly. More recent studies have shown that many of the holiday's modern trappings do reflect pagan customs borrowed much later as Christianity expanded into the Northern and Western Europe. The Christmas tree, for example, has been linked with late medieval Druidic practices. This is why I no longer need to use Jeremiah chapter 10. For what? When we can link it back to medieval Druidic practices. That has nothing to do with Christianity, and it has the appearance of evil to Christians. So why do you have that why do you have that Druidic symbol? Why do you have that Christmas tree in the corner of your house? And you know what corners symbolize in the ancient Near Eastern times? That's typically where they will put their shrines at. So that means you are pretty much, by proxy of your ignorance, erecting a shrine in your home based on Druidic practices. Now, last year, I think I touched on the Druids and a little bit about botany. And there's a whole book that I put on the Patreon about it. But what does this have to do with Christians? Christians. What does that have to do with Christianity? What does this have to do with Christ? Didn't Paul just tell you in 1 Corinthians chapter 4? Hold fast to that which is good. How is having this in your house good? Somebody tell me. Okay, let's keep going. There are problems with this popular theory, however, as many scholars recognize. Check it out. Most significantly, the first mention of a date for Christmas, circa 200, and the early celebrations that we know about, 250 to 300, come in a period when Christians were not borrowing heavily from pagan traditions of such a obvious character. Check it out. Granted, Christian belief and practice was not formed in isolation. Many early elements of Christian worship, including Eucharistic meals, this is why it's called a Christ Mass. You know what a mass is? I will bring the definition up in a minute. Meals honoring martyrs and much early Christian funerary art would have been quite comprehensible to pagan observers. Yet, in the first few centuries CE, the persecuted Christian minority was greatly concerned with distancing itself from the larger public pagan religious observances such as sacrifice, games, and holidays. This was still true as late as the violent persecution of the Christians conducted by the Roman Emperor Diocletian between 303 and 312 CE. Watch this. This would change only after Constantine converted to Christianity. From the mid-4th century on, we do find Christians deliberately adapting and Christianizing pagan festivals. A famous proponent, now check it out. What they're showing you here is a dichotomy. A dichotomy is when you have two contrasting things that you are trying to compare to each other. What is that? That means the anti-Nicene church fathers, and I said that purposely, were against amalgamating any practices that they did with what they deemed to be paganism and heathens. However, at the Constantine, now is okay. A famous proponent of this practice was Pope Gregory the Great, who, in a letter written in 601 CE to a Christian missionary in Britain, recommended that local pagan temples not be destroyed, but converted into churches, and that pagan festivals be celebrated as feasts of Christian martyrs. All of my Catholics out there, y'all know who Pope Gregory the Great is. Did you know that he wrote this letter to this Christian missionary in Britain and said, hey, those pagan temples, let's turn them into churches? Kirk, Circe, Mother Circe. Okay, let's keep going. And that pagan festivals be celebrated as feasts of Christian martyrs. Now, if you know anything about Roman Catholicism, you know that they have special days that they honor certain martyrs or certain patrons. And they have a Eucharistic feast to these individuals. Well, a lot of those dates that you see there is actually disguising a quote-unquote pagan or heathenistic festival that it was amalgamated with. Do your research. I'm not making this up. At this late point, Christmas may well be acquired some pagan trappings, but we don't know. We don't have evidence of Christian adopting pagan festivals in the 3rd century, at which point dates for Christmas were established. Thus, it seems unlikely that the date was simply selected to correspond with pagan solar festivals. So remember, you keep in mind this before you present it. December 25th feast seems to have existed before 312, before Constantine's conversion at least. As we have seen, the Donatist Christians in North Africa seem to have known it from before that time. Furthermore, in the mid to late 4th century, church leaders in the Eastern Empire concerned themselves not with introducing a celebration of Jesus' birthday, but with the addition of, and it got cut off again. I'm sorry about that. There's another way to account for the origins of Christmas of December 25th. Strange that it may seem, the key to dating Jesus' birth may lie in the dating of Jesus' death at Passover. This view was first suggested to the modern world by French scholar Louis Duchesne in the early 20th century and fully developed by American Thomas Talley in the recent years. But they were certainly not the first to note a connection between the traditional day of Jesus' birth and his death. Okay? Now check this out. This is very thorough. Around 200 CE, Tertullian of Carthage reported the calculation that the 14th of Nisan, or Nisan, the day of the crucifixion, according to the Gospel of John, and the year Jesus died was equivalent to March 25th in the Roman calendar. March 25th is, of course, 9 months before December 25th. It was later recognized as the feast of the Annunciation, the commemoration of Jesus' conception. Thus, Jesus was believed to have been conceived and crucified on the same day of that year. Exactly 9 months later, Jesus was born on December 25th. This idea appears in an anonymous Christian treatise titled On Solstices and Equinoxes, which appears to come from the 4th century in North Africa. The treatise states, therefore, our Lord was conceived on the 8th of the calends of April in the month of March 25th, which is the day of the passion of the Lord and of his conception. For on that day, he was conceived, on the same he suffered. Based on this, the treatise dates Jesus' birth to the winter solstice. Augustine, too, was familiar with this association. On Trinity, in 399 and 419, he writes, for he, Jesus, is believed to have been conceived on the 25th of March, upon which day also he suffered. So the womb of the virgin in which he was conceived, where no one of mortals was begotten, corresponds to the new grave. Now check it out. Augustine was heavy into what we call RCC, the Roman Catholic Church. Remember what he said? No mortals was begotten. They believed that Jesus, when his mother Mary, through the Immaculate Conception, that she was abstained, absolved from sin, so she can give birth to the perfect man, and that Joseph was the one that brought Jesus' siblings into the picture, or into the family through marriage, because they did not believe that Mary bared any other children after Jesus. However, I did a video years ago where I said, well, if Jesus and Mary were both sinless, then why did Mary go through the purification rite and give a sacrifice if she was abstained from sin, and if Jesus was coming out of a pure womb? Why would she do this custom of the Jews if she was already made pure by the declaration of the angel that visited her? These are some things we got to look into. But he was born according to tradition upon December 25th. And the East, too, the date of Jesus' conception and death were linked. But instead of working from the 14th of Nisan in the Hebrew calendar, the Easterners used the 14th of the first spring month, Artemisios, in their local Greek calendar, April 6th to us. April 6th is, of course, exactly 9 months before January 6th, the Eastern date for Christmas. In the East, too, we have evidence that April was associated with Jesus' conception and crucifixion. Bishop Epiphanius of Salamis writes that on April 6th, the Lamb was shut up in the spotless womb of the Holy Virgin, he who took away and takes away in perpetual sacrifice the sins of the world. Even today, the Armenian Church celebrates the Annunciation in early April on the 7th or 6th and Christmas on January 6th. Thus, we have Christians in two parts of the world calculating Jesus' birth on the basis that his death and conception took place on the same day and coming up with two close but different results. However, we don't see none of them saying, and we are going to celebrate this festive date of Jesus' birthday by singing carols and putting up Christmas trees and kissing under mistletoes and hanging stockings. Where's this at? All right. The notion that creation and redemption should occur at the same time of the year is also reflected in ancient Jewish tradition recorded in the Talmud. The Babylonian Talmud preserves a dispute between two early 2nd century CE rabbis who share this view but disagree on the date. Rabbi Eleazar says in Nisan the world was created, in Nisan the patriarchs were born, on Passover Isaac was born, and in Nisan they, our ancestors, will be redeemed in the time to come. Thus, the dates of Christmas and Epiphany may well have resulted from Christian theological reflection on such chronologies. Jesus would have been conceived on the same date he died and born 9 months later. This is a Talmudic practice or custom that is being taught. In the end, we are left with a question. How did December 25th become Christmas? We cannot be entirely sure. Elements of the festival that developed from the 4th century until modern times may very well derive from pagan traditions, yet the actual date might really derive from Judaism. You know, the Jews who y'all say is going to hell because they don't accept Jesus Christ, and they the ones that persecuted Jesus. From Jesus' death at Passover, and from the rabbinic notion that great things might be expected again and again at the same time of the year, then from paganism. Then again, in this notion of cycles and the return of God's redemption, we may perhaps also be touching upon something that the pagan Romans who celebrated Sol Invictus and many other people since would have understood and claimed for their own too. All right, that's enough story time. I'm sorry if I inundated you with information. All right. However, I think that this is important. Some of y'all getting sleepy off of that eggnog. Okay, I understand. Let me wrap it up. Okay, got 2 more things to read and I'll wrap it up because we almost at 2 hours, right? People are going to see this and get scared once they see it. But let's keep going. All right. I got the giveaways. I didn't forget about the giveaways. All right. Make sure you have the app. All right. Semper Reformata. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he influenced a lot of things that we see in the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right. All right. So let us keep going. Let me bring up this other article. I got 2 more quick articles I want to show you real quick. I'm not going to read all of it because I think I read enough, but let's keep going. Let me zoom in. Let's go to Hippolytus, okay? Because some people might try to bring him up. We're going to deal with Hippolytus. Let me bring him up. Okay, let me zoom in some more. All right. Hold your horses. Let's go. Strap up your seatbelt. The church then, as now, was more concerned with celebrating Christ's death and resurrection as the central flashpoints of history. Right around the year 190, both Tertullian, the Roman attorney and priest, and St. Irenaeus, Bishop of Lyons, compiled lists of liturgical celebration. Neither mentions a feast celebrating the nativity of Jesus. Origen, the prolific theologian of the mid-200s, summarily dismissed the notion of such an observance on biblical grounds, pointing to the birthday celebrations of Belshazzar, threatened with the writing on the wall, Daniel 5, and on Herod Antipas, who beheaded St. John the Baptist. Origen concluded in scripture only sinners celebrate their birthdays. And 200, St. Clement of Alexandria, who supposed the nativity to have occurred on November 18th, speaks of Egyptian scholars suggesting it took place on May 20th. Others thought it was April 19th or the 20th. Clement also reports that the Basilidians, a heretical group, kept in observance on January 10th. Now check this out. Saint Hippolytus wrote, for the first advent of our Lord in the flesh, when he was born in Bethlehem, was December 25th, a Wednesday, while Augustus was in his 42nd year, but from Adam, 5,500 years. Tertullian, a contemporary of Hippolytus, supplies the answer. Comparing the Jewish lunar calendar to the Roman solar calendar, Tertullian stated that Christ suffered under Tiberius Caesar in a consulate of rebellious Geminius and Fufius Germinius in the month of March at the time of Passover on the 8th day before the calends of April, on the first day of leavened bread, on which they slew the lamb at evening, just as been joined by Moses. 2 centuries later, St. Augustine, taking up the question of uniting Christ's conception for his death, concurred with Tertullian, for he is believed to have been conceived on March 25th, upon which day he also suffered. So the womb of virgin in which he was conceived, where no other mortal was begotten, corresponds to the new grave in which he was buried, wherein he has never been laid, neither before him or since him. All right. Check this out. The principal led another contemporary of Tertullian, living in Rome around 221, the Christian historian Sextus Julius Africanus, to identify the date of Jesus' conception as March 25th, the same date on which he held the world to have been created. 9 months later, December 25th, would naturally be observed as the date of Christ's birth. In this, Africanus followed the same line of scriptural reasoning as St. Polycarp, Bishop of Smyrna, and disciple of St. John the Apostle, who concluded that Christ's birth most likely occurred on a Wednesday because Sol, the Roman name of the god of the sun, was created on the 4th day, an advent foreshadowing the appearance of Jesus, the light of the world. Polycarp found it fitting that Christ, the prophesied son of righteousness from Malachi 4:2, should be born on this day. Now, they're making all this stuff. They're putting this stuff together. Did not the son appear hiding in shame at his death? They're trying to give you some philosophy behind it. Still, Tertullian had to make clear that Sol was not the Christian God. Now, I need to point this out to those of you who say that Sol Invictus, Christians was worshiping Sol Invictus under the guise of Jesus. That's not true. Tertullian and other patristic sources were very particular by saying that they were making distinctions from their faith different from Sol Invictus. Now, after the Nicene Council, maybe some things a little mingled in and meshed in. Prior to that, these dudes was hard body and say, no, it's not the same thing, and they made it clear. St. Augustine also denounced identification of Jesus with Sol as heresy, urging Christians not to celebrate the Son, but him who created the Son. In like manner, and we talked about this, Pope St. Leo the Great rebuked the persistently pestilential belief that the birth of the new Son, as it was called, was being solemnized as the nativity of Christ. Now, this was written by Sean M. Wright of the North Texas Catholic. He's a master catechist for the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. Now, if you don't know what a catechist is, the catechism is the statutes, laws, commandments, questions, and answers of the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, and this guy is an expert in that, and he is giving this because he is also a historian. All right, so go back, check it out, look this up on the website. Okay, last article I want to read to y'all. Okay, it's the last one, and we out of here, I promise. Puritans and Christmas. The Puritan community found no scriptural justification for celebrating Christmas and associated such celebrations with paganism and idolatry. Indeed, Christmas celebrations, 17th century England, involved carnival-like behavior, including role inversion, heavy drinking, and sexual liberties. So the Puritans identified this carnival-like behavior the same way it was being practiced during the ancient Roman, not ancient, but early Roman period as Saturnalia. This is why the Puritans was against it. The earliest documentary evidence for the aversion of celebrating Christmas dates back to 1621, when Governor William Bradford of Plymouth Colony castigated some of the newcomers who chose to take the day off rather than work. As a devout Protestant, Bradford did not dispute the divinity of Jesus Christ. Indeed, Puritans spent a great deal of time investigating their own and other souls because they were so committed to creating a godly community. Bradford's comments reflected Puritans' lingering anxiety about the ways that Christmas had been celebrated in England. For generations, the holiday had been an occasion for riotous, sometimes violent behavior. The moralist pamphleteer Philip Stubbs believed that Christmas time celebrations gave Christmas license to do what they lust. You know, do what thou will. So that should be the whole of the law. And to follow what vanity they will. He complained about rampant fooleries like playing dice and cards and wearing masks. Civil authorities had mostly accepted the practices because they understood that allowing some of the disenfranchised to blow off steam on a few days of the year tend to preserve an unequal social order. This is all going back to Saturnalia. Let the poor think that they're in control for a day or two. The logic went, and the rest of the year they will tend to their work without causing trouble. English Puritans objected to accepting such practices because they feared any sign of disorder. They believed in predestination, which led them to search their own and others' behavior for signs of saving grace. They could not tolerate public scandal, especially when attached to a religious movement. Puritan efforts to crack down on Christmas revelries in England before 1620 had little impact. But once in North America, these seekers of religious freedom had control over their governments of New Plymouth, Massachusetts Bay, and Connecticut, and therefore they strove to enforce the ban on Christmas. Christmas, church festival observed annually in memory. Church festival. That's why it's called Christmas. Atheists and secularists call it Xmas. Observed annually in memory of the birth of Christ. Late English, Christesis, Masses, from Christ, and returning the original vowel sound plus mass. Written as one word from the mid-14th century as a verb to celebrate Christmas from the 1590s. Father Christmas is attested in a carol attributed to Richard Smart, rector of Plymtree, Devon, from 1435 to 1477. Christmas tree in the modern sense is attested in 1835 in American English, rendering German Weihnachtsbaum. Christmas cards was first designed in 1843, popular by the 1860s. The phrase Christmas card was used by 1850. Christmas present is from 1769. Christmas Eve is Middle English from circa 1300. A mass is a Eucharistic service. Middle English massi, from Old English massi, from Vulgar Latin messa, a Eucharistic service, literally dismissal, from late Latin missa, dismissal, feminine past participle of mittere, to let go, to send, or a mission. Possibly so called from the concluding words of the service, ite mise est, go, the prayer has been sent, or go, it is the dismissal. The Latin word sometimes was glossed in Old English as sedness or sendness, meaning musical setting of certain parts of the Catholic or Anglican liturgy by the 1590s. This is what your Christ Mass is, etymologically speaking. And now it has taken on new connotations as it evolved over time. Okay? I did not write this. Do not shoot the messenger. Okay. All right. I'm gonna end off there. I know I said enough. I saw some videos. We had movie time and we had bedtime story that we read. Did you enjoy movie time and bedtime story? Hit one if you enjoyed the movie time and bedtime story. I know it was a lot. I know I watched it passionately and I spoke and read it passionately. But this is for everybody to watch. I'm not here to tell you don't celebrate Christmas. All I'm saying is give me proof. If you can show that it's connected by the anti-chain church fathers, we have $2,000 on the line. All right. So what I'm going to do, now is the time for those of you who have the app to win your Amazon gift card. Okay? If you have the app, here's your time to win the Amazon gift card. If you don't have the app, you want to go to your Apple App Store or your Google Play Store. You want to type in My One Church app. All right, My One Church app. You want to download and install the app. Okay. And once you have the app download, installed, and opened up, and the field where it says zip code, type 3006. You see it right there. It's coming across the screen. You'll see our ministry pop up. Click on it. After you click on our ministry, it'll bring you right into our app. It looks just like this. Okay. Once you have the app, you can go to membership, join our groups, look at events, sign up for the Patreon right through the app. Go to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so you can follow us on social media. You can see our lessons. Here's our various lessons that is there. Well, right in the app, you can take notes while you're watching the lesson within the app. And then we also have a Bible. Check it out. Right within the app. Okay? So take a moment, get the app right now. I'm going to send a push notification. Do the app. It's going to have a question. You drop the answer in the chat, and you will win an Amazon gift card. Okay? Also, those of you who are new here, our Patreon, sign up for our Patreon. We need 5 more patrons. If you sign up for our Patreon, all of the patrons will be eligible for a cash giveaway raffle. Okay? We need 5 more Patreons in the next 10, 15 minutes before we close out. And if we get that, then we will also have a cash giveaway on tonight for our dedicated and devoted Patreon members. All right? It's www.patreon.com/DivineProspect. There's tons of resources in there. And like I said, if you pledge 20 or more, you'll get free access to our KHM Holistic Research Paradigm for Bible Study classes coming soon in January. All right? Hit the thumbs up button, family. Hit the thumbs up. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button if you're brand new, family. All right? So let me go ahead and devise a question to send. All right? I'm going to give you another minute. All right? Another minute. All right, I'm going to give you a minute. "30 seconds. I'm going to write this question. All right, let's set this up right here. All right. I'm going to, oh, yes. Excellent point there, Talisha. Thank you for sharing that, sis. And V Brand, you know how we do, man. We go in. Facts, Ellen Collins. Facts. Kanisha Morgan says, where in the app will it appear? It'll come in as a push notification, which means you're going to see the symbol show up with your notification at the top of your phone. And you're going to slide down the tray for your notifications. You're going to see one there from the My One Church app. And it's going to have the question. And it's also going to have a button to press, which will take you back to this channel. So if you're looking at it on your phone, you download the app, the question will be there. And all you got to do is click the call to action button, and it will take you back to the video so you can go in and type your answer. All right. Eric is funny. He's I didn't even ask the question yet. These are for my day ones, man. These are for my soldiers that be rocking with us all the time, man. All right. All the time. So I'm going to find something to write. All right. I'm going to put it up in here. All right. The question will be now, look, if you have the app open, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the inbox. So the inbox is you click this right here. Those 3 horizontal bars, you just click on them, and it'll give you this right here, this menu, and you're going to click on inbox. If you click on inbox, you're going to have that message is going to be the last message there in the inbox. So if you don't see it show up as a push notification in your notification tray on your app, when you slide things down, then you just all you got to do is go into the inbox in the app and just wait for the question to show up. Okay. All right. Now here we go. Eddie Machete says, what is the app called? My One Church app. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling by right here. See, go to your Apple app or your Google Play Store. Download the My One Church app. Once you install it and open it, you're going to type in the zip code field 30064. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and let me generate this question for y'all. Let me see How many people in here has been following us and rocking with KHM? All right. Let me do this. Let me see. Let me find something here that I know that you're probably going to, let's see. You're only going to see it in the app. Okay. So just keep your eye on the app. All right. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. I'm about to send it now. All right, here we go. All right. Oh. All right. So we're going to wait for it to get sent. Keep an eye out on your phone. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate signing up for our Patreon. The funds that we raise from Patreon pays for free services that we offer the community, allows us to get access to resources that we then bring back to the Patreon. We give back to the community when we do these videos. It allows me to get access through paying subscription fees to various universities, libraries, getting in touch with scholars and so forth to bring y'all this information. It allows us to mobilize as a unit, KHM, in your city, all right, to get the work done. All right, so y'all can see just by looking at this channel, the videos we have in this channel. And if you're on a Patreon, there's some behind the scenes videos on there too, exclusive content, early access content. You can see what we're doing in the community. Okay. Anybody's in here that's called us, been helped by us, they can tell you as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric Tinsley. Thank you so much for the donation, my brother. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, somebody answered it. Kanisha Morgan was the first person to answer, and everybody else started coming after her. Okay. Kanisha Morgan, you have won an Amazon gift card. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. You've won an Amazon gift card. Kanisha Morgan, please email us at kingdomharbinger@gmail.com so we can get this over to you. Okay. So we can get this over to you, sis. All right. You won an Amazon gift card. All right. Now, let me go ahead and check the Patreon. And if we met our quota on the Patreon, we'll be giving a cash giveaway to all of our patrons. We just need 4 more patrons to sign up. www.patreon.com/DivineProspect. If we can get that in the next few minutes, I'll give the cash giveaway immediately. I cash app it to you immediately. I have an app on here that I add all the patrons on, and I press one button and it does like a raffle, and then it selects a person, and I'll immediately send you the cash app amount. If it doesn't happen at the end of this session, if anybody's watching this on the replay, go back and sign up for the Patreon, because once we hit 300, we will be sending somebody, one of our Patreons, money. And you're going to enjoy it. Oh, I got this free. We're going to send you money. So what we want to do is attract that community to say, yo, you don't need Christmas when you got KHM, when you got what we do for the Most High. We don't need Christmas. All right? And don't make me bang on New Year's next week. Don't make me bang on I banged on New Year's last year. I talked about the God Janus and all of that. But I got some new information this year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to know what they did to slaves during Christmas time and New Year's time? Oh, you don't want me to bring that out. You don't want me to bring that out. Now, Talisha Claiborne said, what was the question? Anybody could type the question. Somebody type the question in the chat because it's already over. All right. Type the question in the chat. And everybody should have gotten it. If you was in the inbox, everybody should have got it. Carlisias Davis said 8. You said 8, Ak? I wish we would have had 10 if it wasn't for coronavirus. We would have had 10 if it wasn't for coronavirus. But it was an open internet test. All you had to do was go to, if you didn't remember off the top of your head, all you had to do was go to our YouTube channel and just count from there. All right. All right. See, Kenisha says, no, she watched the channel daily. So she's here with us. You feel what I'm saying? She's here with us. All right. So, all right, family. So, what I'll do is if y'all have any questions, you want to interact, you want to chat with me, Ellen Collins, go to the zip code and type 30064 in the zip code. That is how you get access to that. You don't put the name. It never shows up with the name. Let's put the zip code 30064. All right. In the zip code field, hit enter and you'll see us and just click on it. Okay. Otis put the question on. He said, how many chapters did KHM start in 2020? Officially. So you're absolutely right. So see, okay, good. So that means y'all are getting the inbox messages, all the push notifications. Excellent. So another way for us to test it to make sure it's working. And that is to reward y'all. Anytime y'all invest in us, we want to give back to you. Y'all know we giving back so much. We're going to bring back gift cards for every Freestyle Friday. We're going to start doing gift cards again next year. We're just going to give away free gift cards just for fun. Just because we want to say thank you. Because it's 1:57 in the morning and you are ruining your Christmas by being here and watching Kingdom Harbinger Ministries. So we got to reward y'all for that. All right. So Seth says, is the app going to be available in South Africa soon? Now, I want to touch on that real quick. There are some people that have said to me, Divine, I'm in the Netherlands. Divine, I'm in Johannesburg. Divine, I'm in Accra, Ghana. Divine, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. Divine, I'm in all these places internationally, and I cannot get access to the app. So what I will do is I will post on my on the community section of YouTube. I will post a link to my cloud storage where I'll have the APK. If you have Android, you'll get the APK, and the APK pretty much is the installer, right? I can't do it for Apple unless your phone is jailbroken. But if you have Android, I can put up the APK file in my in a link on my cloud storage. You can click on it and you can install it. It's called side loading. You can side load the app and install it. All right. So there's a lot of people now that follow us internationally. Praise the Most High. And those of you who are congregating internationally, KHM will be in Johannesburg, South Africa, Yah willing, next year. We will be in London, UK. Yah willing, next year we'll be in Accra, Ghana. Yah willing, next year. Those are the 3 major international cities that we want to touch down on next year. Yah willing. Okay. So I'm gonna see you, my brother Seth. I'm definitely looking forward to hanging out with my brother Seth when I get out there. All right. Tia Yah Thompson, please do a debate with Elder Mike. I actually did debate Elder Mike. Just type my name in and his name, and you'll see. Me and him did have a debate. We did debate. We didn't debate on this topic, but we did have a debate. Very friendly, respectful debate. All right. I agree. And again, we're not here to disrespect or undermine Christianity. We're just saying that if you're gonna subscribe to Christianity, do so in spirit and in truth. Yachanan chapter 4, verse 24. That's all we're saying. Do not deceive people to think that Christmas is about Jesus. It has nothing to do with Jesus. Stop it. If you want to celebrate it because it's secular and you enjoy it just like the 4th of July, something else like that, then keep it real. Just say it. Okay, that's all. All right. Chris says, I can't find your app. I see a bunch pop up, but can't find yours. So do you have the My One Church app installed? If you do, then what you want to do is in the zip code, type in 30064. Scrolling there on the bottom of the screen. Right? 30064. You will see Kingdom Harbinger Ministries pop up. Click on it. Okay? Just click on it. All right. So lastly, let's do this. Okay? before we end off, we have some t-shirts that we want to give away. Like I said, if y'all sign up for the Patreon, you can pledge as much as you want on the Patreon. There's no pressure on how much you can pledge. We have some suggested tiers that you can subscribe to or pledge, but you can pledge whatever you want. You can even pledge $1. You can pledge $2, $5. I think $1 is the minimum. Pledge whatever you want. If we can get to 300, we can use those numbers to show leverage with the Patreon company themselves, and it will get us access to do more things so we can provide more resources to you guys, right? So the numbers helps us get access to certain things so we can provide better quality of resources, methodology, teachings, community service back to the community, okay? All right, and you also want to check out that last book on here that I have on here called The Gospel of John, More Light from Philo, Paul, and Archaeology, the Scriptures, Tradition, Exposition, Settings, and Meaning by Pierre Bourgain, okay? So let's do this last giveaway since it is Christmas now. We have some t-shirts here that I want to mail out to y'all. All right, so this first one here is called Living the Rest Life. This is a female extra large, a female extra large. All right, so if you fit this size or know somebody that's fit this size and you want it, in the chat, type Living the Rest Life for whoever takes Living the Rest Life first in the chat, and this is your size and gender, I will mail this out to you. All right, just type in the chat Living the Rest Life. If you're looking for gender female and you're looking for this is a good gift to give your Christian friends. All right, a very good gift to give your Christian friends, and let your friends know, hey, if you put this shirt on, wear it, and on Sunday when you go to church and take a selfie with your pastor and hashtag DivineProspect, you will win $50. He will cash app it to your phone. All right, so this makes a good gift for your Christian friends. All right, so let me see who did it. Kenesha, you got it, Kenesha. So email me also, Kenesha, for the t-shirt as well, and we will send it out to you. All right, that's one. Let's get the next shirt. The next shirt is a classic. All right, the next shirt is our classic Culture Community Autonomy t-shirt with the KHM logo on the back. So if you want to wear the KHM logo and KHM tagline so you can let the world know how we moving as a unit, this is size medium, and this is a men's medium. Men's medium. All right, so if you want this is your size. Type Culture Community Autonomy in the chat, and you will get this shirt shipped to you for free. Okay. All right. It's size medium, male. All right. So Semper Reformata Soldier of Christ. Okay, you got it. All right, email me, kingdomharbinger@gmail.com. The email is going across the stream, and we will send you a free shirt. All right, this is for our big and tall males. I have a XXX Deaf to Dogma in red t-shirt. The good thing about this bad boy is that it has fringes already preloaded. This shirt is MSRP $50. Okay, $50, and it comes with fringes. All right, the other shirts are $35. The MR and the manufacturer's retail suggested price, MRSP. This one is $50 shirt that we're giving away for free. It's the Deaf to Dogma, and it has fringes on it already. If you want this, type Deaf to Dogma in the chat. Type Deaf to Dogma in the chat, or you may want to buy this for somebody you know who wears this size. This is a male 2X. All right, with the fringes on the bottom. We're giving this away for free. Ship it to you for free. All right. Kenesha Morgan says Deaf to Dogma. But Kenesha, you already got it. So let me give it to somebody else, if you don't mind. Yvette Powell, that's the Culture Community Autonomy. We have that one. We don't have that one anymore. But Sister Ya Asantawa, Daughter of Zion. All right, you got it. This is yours. All right. Email me your shipment address so we can ship this out to you. Okay. We got one more shirt. One more shirt. And then going forward, I'm going to start giving out some of these babies right here. Let me show it to y'all. Future live streams, we're going to be giving these away, the Biblical Hebrew and Biblical Greek Combat Guide. If you're trying to learn the language, you need these books. And you can also use these books when you go onto our Patreon. When you pledge $20 or more, you will get access to Biblical Hebrew and Biblical Greek academic courses for absolute beginners. We give you access to it on the Patreon for a pledge of $20 or more. But we're going to be giving these books away. These books retail for like $20-something. I think maybe $30-something, something like that. All right. But we got one more t-shirt. And again, we just give stuff away because we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. All right. All right, here we go. Last shirt. I showed it earlier. This is a 2X in our Purpose, Plan, Protest, Perform. If you want this shirt, 2X. This also have free fringes on it. So it's an MRSP of $50. And all you got to do is type Purpose, Plan, Protest, and Perform in the chat. If this is your size, it's a male 2X. And we will ship this out to you, or you can gift it to somebody once you receive it. Okay? Let me know. Anybody want it? Let me show you again. You're going to type in Purpose, Plan, Protest, Perform. And email us your shipping address, and we will give it to you for free. Okay? All right. Big Young Judah. Nope. Stacks. Nope. Ice You Cold. Who did it first? Let me see. Ice You Cold did it first. I'm being fair. He did it first. So Ice You Cold, email us your shipping address, and we'll throw this your way for free. Okay. Now, with that being said, family, for the Patreon, we did not get the 300 tonight, and that's okay. We are 2 patrons away from 300. Again, you can pledge whatever you're led to pledge. We're not asking for no tithes, no offerings. We're asking you to pledge so you can get all the resources that I have handpicked, hand-selected, and put together on the Patreon, as well as being eligible for the cash giveaway that we want to give to our devoted Patreon members. Some people may not be able to afford to do the Patreon, and that is okay. So that's why if you stay tuned to our next Freestyle Friday, you will win an Amazon gift card just by tuning in. Okay? And we're doing this because we love you guys. All right? All right. So with that, family, I'm going to end off right now. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for coming on to the show. Thank you for rocking out with us. Thank you guys for being on your best behavior in the chat. If you're brand new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit all, the bell notification, and hit all so you can be aware whenever we go live. Also, again, our Patreon is www.patreon.com/DivineProspect. If you want to donate elsewhere through our Cash App or through our PayPal is in the description below. If you need any kind of assistance, whether it's financial, whether it's guidance, mentorship, whatever, you can email us at kingdomharbinger@gmail.com. Just give us some time to get through it. It'll take some time. Or you can just call us at 678-430-3832. Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you need to reach us for any needs that you may have, because we are here to serve. And all of the resources that we get, that we accumulate from the community, we use it to give back to the people. All right? All right. All right. So, check it out. Stacks says, I'll cash out the 30th subscriber $50. Stacks, I'll get that information to you, and you can do that. You see that? Look, family, look, check it out. I'm going to say this last thing about y'all. This is why I shout out my peoples in the chat. Shout out to Jordan's Cadet in the building. All right. I always shout out my peoples in the chat. Yehoseph, Ben Yisrael, unorthodox daughter of Zion, Shalom, because all my people's in here. There's times I was giving out, gift cards. They was like, no, give it to somebody that needs it. Give it to somebody that needs it. I will not trade y'all for anybody in the world. I will go to war with any and for any one of y'all. I go to war with y'all. I go to war for y'all. Holla at me. Why? Because y'all keep me on my toes. You keep me accountable. You keep me humble. You keep me in student mode, even when I'm teaching. You share information. You share resources. You keep me encouraged. You edify me that I can edify others, because an empty vessel can't fill nobody. And we as leaders, whether it's public, whether it's even our own home, Never expense yourself to a point where you cannot be refilled. The reason why the Dead Sea is dead is because there is no outlet to drain it. Things pour in it and it gets stagnant. There's no outlet. You cannot be like the Dead Sea. What you need to be is you need to be like the Jordan River. Continuously have streams coming in and out, in and out, in and out, so that people can come and they can get something from that nourishment of living water. Living water is just water that is in motion. That's all living water is. Okay? So never be the Dead Sea. Never have things poured into you and have no outlet to pour it out. Because over time, it'll weigh you down, it'll make you stagnant, and it will kill anything that is in you and around you. Always make sure that you open up a spout and let whatever in is out. And if you want a great method for doing that, other than speaking to people, check out our lecture called Meditation by the Book. Meditation by the Book will show you how to empty and detox your spirit so you can deal with the world the next day or even in the moment. Muse over your murmurs to melodies at any moment. That is biblical meditation. Okay? All right. With that said, family, thank you for watching. I love y'all. I'll see you next time. Again, big shout out to all the supporters of this channel, all of our Patreons, all of the super chats, everybody that sends me a word of encouragement. Shout out to Eric Tinsley for the donation and everybody else that has donated on tonight. I appreciate it. If anybody here needs any assistance or any help, give us a call. You can email us. It will be kept confidential. And whatever the request is, we will do our best to help you. And if we can't help you, we'll point you in the right direction. All right. Love you, family. Thank you for watching. Until next time. And hopefully after tonight, I have enough energy to do Freestyle Friday tomorrow. And if I do, any questions you guys had, save it for tomorrow or the next time we go live or later on today. Today's Christmas. All right. But make sure when tomorrow comes, you share this video with every Christian you know. Every Christian you know. And if you know that you are in a church yourself or you have family members that's in the church and their pastor is having the members come over and sing carols about Jesus in front of their house and they beatboxing, you make sure they watch this video afterwards and they pose that $2,000 question to their pastor. $2,000 question to their pastor. Tell the pastor, you missed it. You need to keep watching Kingdom Harbinger Ministries because they're going to, that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start giving out $1,000 and $2,000 challenges to pastors. I'm just going to start doing it. I'm going to start doing that going forward. And I guarantee you, we ain't going to have no pastors collected. They can make an attempt, but they're not. So the next time we do a challenge, it's going to be a $1,000 challenge to your pastor. Make sure your pastor sees this video. Make sure he subscribes to this channel so the pastor does not miss out on $1,000 because he can use it to pay his yacht and his Bentley. Pay his bills that he needs at the house or give it to somebody who's poor. Okay? Make sure he does that with it. If not, if he gets it right, I'll give your pastor $1,000. All right? And I guarantee you the pastor won't say, no, don't give my earnings to me. Give it to somebody that needs it. He's going to be like, oh, thank you. Here's my cash app. Love your family. Until next time we meet again,